This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Welcome to Cameron Stadium. It's a showdown like no other, and it's a competition between our cheerleaders because it is a clash for the first time between the Macarthur Highlanders and the Elgin Owls. Matt Bowling calls for the Elgin Owls. You can't ask for anything better. I look behind us. The fans are starting to fill in from Elgin. This is a playoff-type atmosphere.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Eric, and I'll tell you what, most people didn't think Elgin would be in playoff contention at this point of the season. Well, most people were wrong. If the Owls win tonight, they'll set up a district championship game next week against Midwest City. It should be a great game tonight. Elgin, kind of the suburb team, coming into Lawton to face one of the big Lawton High schools, Macarthur. First meeting ever between these two schools, and with Jack Baker coming back from Elgin, the former defensive coordinator at Macarthur, I think this could be the start of a really entertaining rivalry.
Well, this is going to be a good one for sure, and you won't want to miss it. It's live right here from Cameron Stadium on the Oklahoma Sports Network. All right, now we're going to come back. You want to take
Battle-tested and prepared to uphold the rule of law, District Judge Scott Metters, a lieutenant colonel in the Army Reserve, earned a Bronze Star for service, 26 years legal experience, 5 years on the bench. Re-elect District Judge Scott Metters.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others. Join the fight.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
When it comes to showing your loved ones you care, you need the best. A Better Design Flowers and Gifts is under new ownership, and we're proud to be serving the people of Southwest Oklahoma. Our talented florists are committed to building the most beautiful floral arrangements, as well as providing superior customer service. We service all types of events, from weddings to funerals, just because gifts, and of course, holidays. We're also a veteran-owned company. Click, call, or come by today. We'd love to show you a better design.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Paris Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Bar S, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Bar S Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages. The food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Well, we're back here at Cameron Stadium. Thursday night football here with the clash of 5A between two teams that have really made a statement in this district. And I wanted to have a special guest with us is Nate Merez, Superintendent of Elgin Public Schools. First off, I just got to say congratulations. I know that when you made that move to 5A, a lot of question marks. Okay, well, we knew what Elgin was in 4A. What will they be in 5A? And what a statement. Talk about the success of your team this year.
Well, it all starts with a great group of kids, of course, and right in that mix is Coach Chalmer Wyatt and his great staff of young coaches, and they have some veterans too. It's just a great mix. They're very enthusiastic. The kids love them. The parents love them. The kids have bought into what they're trying to do, and we got kids just playing hard, and it's showing on the field. If you had told me that we'd be 7-1 right now, I mean, I would have just done a double take. We're on cloud 9 right now. We're hoping to keep it going tonight.
Talk about this atmosphere. I know it's starting to fill up behind us. A lot of red, the sea of red. I know you travel well. Talk about this being like a playoff atmosphere for a Week 8 game.
Yeah, so, of course, taking one at a time. But we have Macarthur tonight. Depending on what happens here, regardless of what happens here, another great matchup next week with Midwest City. And who would have dreamed that? 6A Midwest City, playing us. And so, yeah, boom, boom, and then on into the playoffs. Battle-tested will be a good way to describe us.
I know your community is very close to us and close to the Lawton Fort Sill. You have got great ties. I know you started coaching over at Lawton High, you and your principal both. Your dad has great ties to Lawton High. So you know what Lawton represents, and for you to come first time and play one of these Lawton schools, that's going to be special too.
It's real special. We're real excited. Driving down the interstate, we see all our fans coming down in our buses. I mean, literally a 20-minute drive. We stop at Wayne's Drive-In or something, and Mac, when y'all come out, you need to go to Boom Paws. But anyway, it's a great atmosphere. We're excited about it. Mr. Heim over here does a great job, and we know all these guys and known you for a long time. It's a real familiar thing, and so maybe familiarity will breed some contempt, and we'll have a good, hard-fought game tonight.
Well, that's what we're looking for. Nate Merez, want to appreciate you. Superintendent for Elgin Public Schools, you too. Chris, this is crunch time. It was kind of one of those games that, we stubbed our toe with El Reno, and now it's crunch time. And in order for it to be second place, you're going to have to win tonight and then win on the road next week at Noble. What's the mindset of these players coming into senior night?
Well, right now you just kind of want to get back on track, settle down. Let's play a good, hard-fought game like he said, and you want to play 4 quarters of good football. We don't want to turn the ball over, and we don't want the mistakes. The mental mistakes and the mistakes after the play, or the penalties after the play, are really hurting us this year. We've got to stop that and try to play a clean football game. And I think if we come out here and play some enthusiastic football, we can come away as victors.
All right, and how special is it for these seniors to walk this one last time?
Oh, it's special. It brought back some memories for me, and it's a special night. You definitely want to go out here and give your best performance tonight.
All right, so it's senior night as our countdown to kickoff from Coast Technology Group will continue. From IT security setups to audio video, set up your home, business, school, or church. Contact the experts at Coast Technology Group by giving them a call at 580-357-4482 or visit them online at coastaudiovideo.com. Hey, we've got our keys to the game, our starting lineup, and so much more, plus coaches' comments coming up next about this matchup right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we take pride in our quality air conditioner and heater repair and replacement services, as well as providing the highest customer satisfaction. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving Lawton and the surrounding area for over 25 years. We have the knowledge, equipment, and trained technicians to take care of all your heating and cooling needs. Give us a call. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air, 355-1811.
Becker Raybon Funeral Home has been serving the funeral needs of Southwest Oklahoma since 1940 and is owned by the Raybon family. We believe family ownership makes a great difference in the care and service your family receives. Their staff is eager to find ways to assist you. Whether it's with live streaming or benefit assistance, we can help. When it comes to measuring personal levels of service, there are other funeral homes, and then there is ours. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, 1502 Fort Sill Boulevard.
You deserve the best, and the Billingsley family of dealerships has delivered award-winning service since 1963. View our inventory when it's convenient for you at BillingsleyFord.com. That's the Billingsley way. Score big at Billingsley Hyundai. Experience the all-new 2023 Hyundai Palisade. This upscale SUV seats 8 and packs a powerful V6 to get you on your journey. Get yours today at Billingsley Hyundai. That's the Billingsley way.
Hi, I'm Dr. Todd Bridges.
And I'm Dr. Nathan Buckner.
Did you know our dental practice is one of only 6% of practices in the United States that provide care from an all-digital platform?
We fabricate crowns, bridges, and place implants with advanced digital technology.
If you want to be part of this digital revolution in dental care, call us today at 248-6700 or visit our website at bridgesandbucknerdentistry.com.
We look forward to providing you with exceptional dental care.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
We come from different backgrounds, with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Well, in the locker room for week number 9 with Coach Manning. And, Coach, first off, your reflections about the El Reno game last week.
You know, it was disappointing. I felt like we shouldn't have got beat. I felt like we were the better team. And, you know, we just, you know, didn't capitalize on some opportunities on offense. We were down in the red zone several times and came away with no points. And you know, we can't have that. And we had a chance to put a lot of points on the board, especially in the first half, and didn't get it done. And then, you know, when we needed to stop at the end of the game, you know, we couldn't stop them. They let them drive down and score the game-winning touchdown. So, you know, just a lot of areas where I felt like we could have done better and we could have won the game and didn't get the job done.
That's why you got to play the game as opposed to winning on paper, you know. Okay, so we have a new opponent. We had 2 this year added to our district. One was a move down from 6A. That was Midwest City, which we just saw a couple of weeks ago. The other was a team in 4A moving up, and that was the Elgin Owls. Didn't really know much about Elgin outside of that. They were a familiar community outside the Lawton area, and we kind of followed them in 4A for a bit. And then all of a sudden they started getting a run of wins, and then more wins, and they racked up the wins, and they only have 1 loss. That's to Noble. They're 7-1, coming into a highly touted district matchup that both teams, both Macarthur and Elgin, control their own destiny to really lock up number 2. And you can't say that Elgin's not out of the woods of getting number 1 because they have to play Midwest City in week number 10. So with all that said, what do we know about this Elgin Owl team?
Well, you know, they're very disciplined, very solid, do their job. It's actually been kind of fun to watch. It's cool to see a team have some success. They're similar in a way to the way Altus was back in like 2013 and 14, 15, where they've gone from not having a whole lot of success to all of a sudden they're pretty good, and the town gets behind them, and it's pretty cool. But I think a lot of their coaching staff, I think they have really good coaches, and I said that when they got moved into our down into 5A, is that Elgin is going to be good. Nobody expected them to be as good as they are, as quickly as they are, but they've got a good coaching staff, do a good job. Kids play hard. They're a solid team who's playing with a lot of confidence.
Okay, so break down X's and O's about what we need to do to get a win for tonight.
Well, they're pretty multiple on offense, and they do a good job of running the ball and throwing the ball. Offensive line's good, and the quarterback's good. And defensively, with Jack Baker there as their defensive coordinator, they're running a lot of our stuff, and mostly our stuff, and he does a good job with it. So we're going to have to tackle. We're going to have to do a good job in the secondary of not letting them behind us, and offensively we're going to have to move the ball, move the chains, and put points on the board when we have opportunities.
Well, let's talk a little bit about injuries. We know Gage Graham was nursing something. Caden Tabanama also had something. Diaz has had something. As you've always told us every year, this time of the year, we're banged up. I mean, it's who can stay healthiest the longest when you get into playoffs. So how are we health-wise overall?
We're getting better. It's hard to play a varsity football season and not have some bumps and bruises. I mean, you're going to have them, and I was really, really proud of both Gage and Tabonema last week, because with their injuries that they had, there's a lot of people that might not have played, and they really wanted to play and worked hard all week. Taking care of themselves, and icing and doing all the treatments and everything, and got out there and played really well. Gage had a really good game, and so I was really proud of those two guys, and they're getting better. They're a lot better this week than they were last week in practice, and I think we're going to get Mason Diaz back this week too.
Okay, so you mentioned two of those seniors with Caden and Gage. This is senior night. Talk a little bit about your seniors. Leadership, Gage, a 3-year starter. Of course, they're always going to be missed when they're seniors, but talk a little bit about that crew.
I'm really proud of this group. When we ended last season and had our coaches meeting, I remember making the statement that we're going to have to be extremely hard on these guys in the weight room, because they have a tendency to be silly, mess around, and we went in with the attitude that we're going to have to break them, and we didn't have to. I mean, they worked so hard, and it was really amazing, especially coming from a group that we didn't expect them to. We expected to really have to get on them and push them, and they got in the weight room and had one of the best off seasons that anybody around here can remember, and it's translated onto the field too. They're a really good practice team. It's a very rare day that we feel like our practice wasn't very good. They work hard, and they've got a good attitude, and they have led this team as good as I could ask for.
Since we've not really seen it, you can only predict it, because you talked about how one community can get behind one team. Should be almost kind of like a playoff atmosphere, kind of like when we play Eisenhower and Lawton High. I'm sure Elgin will pack the stands. How is that for our last home game of the season to kind of have a playoff atmosphere?
It's great. It's one of those deals that I really like playing those inner city games, because the crowd is so big and energetic, and there's a lot of intensity, and so we're hoping for that Thursday night.
All right, so who has the rights of carrying out the hammer?
The hammer this week goes to Jeremy Hutchison. He's a powerful back, had a big hit on their sideline carrying the ball, and he's a load. We give him the ball a lot, probably more than we would like to as far as number of carries, but he handles it and runs really hard.
All right, so it's Thursday, and that's because of an officials shortage, and this was deemed way out ahead when they were looking at schedules. So a Friday game at Cameron was moved to Thursday night here to play against the Elgin Owls. So it's a 7-1 team against the Elgin Owls with the Macarthur Highlanders both vying for that number 2 slot there in the district, and that showdown will be right here in just a few moments as our countdown to kickoff continues from Coast Technology Group right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to your new home or remodeling project, build it right with Comanche Home Center. Our professional staff can help you every step of the way to make sure you get the best lumber, tools, and supplies to tackle any job imaginable. Give us a call today for a free estimate. Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Memorial Medical Group's orthopedic specialists are the most experienced team in Southwest Oklahoma. Our orthopedic surgeons are trained to diagnose and treat shoulder, knee, hip, hand, and foot conditions, as well as orthopedic trauma, sports, or work-related injuries. And they're the only ones in the area to offer Mako robotic-assisted surgery for knee and hip replacement. When you need bone and joint help, trust MMG Orthopedics to get you back to living your best life.
Coast Technology Group specializes in audio, video, and lighting for schools, house of worship, home, and business. Work with our team's engineers to design the right system for your conference rooms, video telecommunications, stadiums, auditoriums, video walls, home theater, and automation. Whether your next project is large or small, let our team with over 150 years of combined experience help design the right system with simple, reliable technology.
Aw, look, how sad. Everybody but you has a debit card, and they're all out having fun, shopping, dining, feeling good. And here you are with crumpled cash and counting change. Not a good look, pal. Sounds like your wallet needs a friend. That friend is a PayMe debit card from Communication Federal Credit Union. Use your free PayMe card in apps, in stores, and anywhere you shop. You're good to go. Come into any branch and open your account in as little as 10 minutes or go to comfedcu.org. Communication Federal.
Feet. We use them every day, working, playing, and usually taking them for granted. If your feet hurt, see the professionals at Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic. They've been serving Southwest Oklahoma for the past 36 years, providing the highest quality care and combining the latest technology with old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. With 3 locations to serve you, Lawton, Duncan, and Altus. Call today or visit us online at swokfoot.com.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
Yeah, it's our thank you contest. If you'll just go to oksportsnet.com, go to win, and then the more you connect, the more chances of winning some cool prizes. If you like us on Facebook, you follow us on Twitter, Instagram, you subscribe to our YouTube channel, or even our weekly newsletter on the website, they'll get the points. A 7-1 Elgin Owl team comes in to take on the Macarthur Highlanders. A little wounded from a wound that we didn't really want to see, Jay, last week against the El Reno Indians on the road. You had the game up to about a minute left, and you let it slip away as they came back and got the win against the Macarthur Highlanders. Keys to the Game is brought to you by Krista Miller CPA. Krista Miller reminds you that tax season will be here before you know it. Contact her team today about tax questions, business tax setups, and so much more. Call 580-581-0970. That's 580-581-0970. Krista Miller CPA. We'll start with you, Jay.
Well, number one,
we can't do what we did last week, which was lead the entire game until the very end, and then not be able to convert on short down distance. We got behind the chains. We ended up having problems where we got in long. We had penalties and bad situations where we were ready to go score, and there was a couple times we had a 99-yard kickoff callback because of a penalty. I mean, I can just go on and on and on. I really don't think El Reno beat us. Yes, they did. Right.
Right.
But
on the paper,
we beat ourselves.
Yeah, that's right. You had 4 trips in the red zone. You can't dump it in right before half. Yeah.
I mean, just crazy stuff. Yes. Just crazy stuff. So tonight, clean it up. Finish drives. Finish. If you can finish drives, you can win this game.
I think you also want the tempo to be in your hand. You want to be able to establish the run, and I think that's what Macarthur will stretch out to do. Last week they knew that El Reno was going to load the box, and they said, okay, we're going to start throwing, and we saw Gage Graham light it up air-wise, and then they immediately changed back, and then they took away that pass. So you establish that run. That will be a good start to the keys to the game. Brought to you by Krista Muller CPA. Call 580-581-0970. We got our starting lineups. We've also got our coin toss. We're 9 minutes away from kickoff. As the countdown to continue by Coast Technology Group. Go to coastaudiovideo.com or call 357-4482. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
You ever have a meal so good you want to dance? If you haven't yet, you will. At Gangnam Style Korean Barbecue, that's our goal. We serve only the best in Korean cuisine. We've got several different flavors of bulgogi and fried rice, premium fish plates, and sushi. Our customers love us, and you will too. Check out our menu and even order online. Come on in, and we'll show you how we do it Gangnam Style.
I'm flying. I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am, whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
We are celebrating.
Here at Pam & Barry's team, we've been helping you through the real estate process for more than 20 years.
We want to thank you for choosing our team to help you.
We sold our house at full asking price, and it took less than about a week to get our full asking price with Pam & Barry.
Don't go at it alone.
Let us handle it all here.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
The new season just dropped. Enter the Big Dinner Box from Pizza Hut. 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and wings all in one box. You'll run out of episodes before you run out of food. The Big Dinner Box, only from Pizza Hut. No one outbeats the Hut.
Pizza Hut's stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a ½ pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one outpizzas the Hut.
Your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. Our services are for everybody, from small businesses to contractors to construction companies and everyone in between. We are a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. We're Waste Solutions. Click or call today.
Well, the first ever meeting between these two as the key team captains will meet their way at the 50-yard line for our coin toss. It's brought to you by Hop and Sack, proud to be locally owned since 1994. We've been proud to serve our local community each and every day, providing people with products and services that you need. Whether you're looking for a convenience store, gas station, we have what you need. Stop by Hoppensack and let us show you what sets us apart from every other gas station in the area. Hoppensack, your MAC headquarters. It's Gage Graham, Caden Tabadama. Yeah, there's our linebacking core, Diaz. Like to see Mr. Diaz back. All meet the Elgin Owls, all in their all white with red numbers. The first time these two meet. And let's go down to Chris Burke, who's got the white cap and the official instructions for tonight's ball game. I'll exchange a handshake or two between these two.
All right, gentlemen, my name is Mr. Wink. I'll be the referee tonight. Mr. Shimolinsky here will be our umpire. Mr. Ellis will be line judge. Linesman will be Mr. Pike. And back judge will be Mr. Tucker. You guys know how to play good, clean football. That's what we expect. All right? We don't hit a man after the whistle when he's on the ground or out of bounds. As a visitor, so you get to call the coin toss. I've got a silver dollar there. There's heads and tails. Heads and tails. I want you to call it before I flip it. Heads. What do you call? Heads. He called heads. It is heads.
It is heads. So what will Elgin do?
They're going to receive.
Okay. And then we're going to defend the east end of Cameron Stadium. So the Macarthur Highlanders will march right back over. Thank you, Chris, getting that. Chris back with us on the sideline. Your coin toss brought to you by Hoppensack. Let's give you your starting lineups. It's brought to you by Tracy Green. Looking to list your home, moving into the area, looking to upgrade or even downsize before you go anywhere, call the 580 property lady, Tracy Green, with Tracy Green Properties, 580-284-9364. We'll start off with our defense with Terrell Roberts, and we're going to have to stop a run attack. And, Jay, we're going to talk a little bit about a freshman running back that almost has 1,000 yards rushing as a backup. MJ Moe, we see in the linebacking core, going to have a good dose of him. Alex Price, who's been all over the field, and welcome back into the lineup, Mason Diaz, who's been out with an injury for the last couple of weeks. And then we come out on the linebacking core with Braden Brown, who will also be doing punting duties, wearing the number 15. Then on the back end, Dominic Collins, who also returned punts and kicks. Dominic Collins, who I want to see a good night from him, both defensively and in special teams. Shaman Palmer, he'll also be playing some duty on the outside edge with A.J. Vaughn as well, wearing lucky number 13. And to conclude on the back end, and both of these young men have really been outstanding in the secondary, Xavier Booth wearing number 9. As the Macarthur Highlanders head out of the locker room, all of what's been said is done. As they say, the hay is in the barn. 580-284-9364. Tracy Green with your defensive side. Let's go over to the offensive side with your 3-year starter. As a sophomore, now a senior, Gage Graham, recognized on senior night. A junior, Jeremy Hutchinson. He'll tote the rock along with Mason Diaz. And on the outside edge, Jeremiah Jordan, hopefully with the all-area assault with wearing number 6. And Bo DeLong, a sophomore, wearing a number 17. And then also Warren Gaines. Warren Gaines trying to go to number 3 a little bit on the outside edge. And then in the interior, we've got Kimball helping out with a little bit of fullback duties. And then, of course, with starting center, Joe Warner. He's a sophomore, 57. Even been hit a couple of times, even injury to come straight back out. Kareem Ziegler, the senior guard on senior night, hoping for a big night. And then on the other side of him, the senior right guard, Jalen Birchfield. And then we close out with our 2 tackles on both sides. You're going to start off with Chris Fialoa wearing number 65. And then on the other end, the senior Caden Tabanama wearing number 75. That is your offensive starters for your Macarthur Highlanders. For Tracy Green, if you're looking to list your home, sell, give her a call. The 580 property lady, Tracy Green, with Tracy Green Properties, 580-284-9364. We've got a minute and a half before we kick this one off. One more quick timeout. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
In this day and age, insurance companies are everywhere. Most online with nothing but an app to tell you what's going on. That's where we're different. I'm Scott Watson with Legacy Insurance Group. We are a local team with smiling faces and firm handshakes. We are independent, which helps ensure you are getting the best rate always. We're here in person with a phone in our hands, ready to help you anytime.
Scott Watson, Legacy Insurance Group. Click or call today.
All right, they got the final 40 seconds to tick off for the pregame festivities, and your countdown to kickoff has been brought to you by Coast Technology Group. Go to coastaudiovideo.com, call 357-4482. From IT to security to set up your audio video for home, business, or school, contact Coast Technology Group. First quarter sponsor is brought to you by Eastside Pharmacy at 3612 Southeast Lee Boulevard. Full-service independent pharmacy in Lawton, providing a wide variety of services, including a conventional prescription filling, medication therapy, management, immunizations, and so much more with a convenient drive-through. And your kickoff sponsor, all 7 years, Wayne's Drive-In, since 1950, a Lawton tradition. From burgers to baskets to their famous onion rings and sweet tea. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's. So the Elgin Owls has elected to receive. They won the coin toss. The Macarthur Highlanders in their all-dark pants, gold senior night jerseys with the green numbers, and Elgin in their all-white with red pants and red numbers. Are you ready for some football? We're ready for you to have probably the only game in town for a Thursday night matchup. All of our other schools going to be in action, as this is going to be in for the end zone for a touchback, where the Elgin Owls will start out 1st and 10 right outside their 20.
Well, it's going to be early. They're going to figure out, you got to see what everybody's trying to do here. And they're going to try to run the football here. They try to get it out quick. I mean, all the film that I've seen, they try to get the ball out quick. And so you got to be careful. But if Mac's got to bring some pressure, you can't let him stand back there and pick you apart.
Well, under the direction of quarterback Trace Laura, he is a sophomore, the 5'11", 190-pound sophomore, is going to be able to be handing the ball off to some great talent in the backfield. Got a great history of two brothers that played for the Elgin Owls and had great success trying to follow in their footsteps. It's going to be a handoff coming to the stretch to the near side. The field's got some open room past the 30, the 32-yard line on a first down pickup. A 1st and 10, move the chains for the Elgin Owls.
Well, that's just too much. You got to set the edge, and you got to make him turn back up. You let him get out here in the stretch, and it'll be a long night if you let that happen to you.
Well, so you got all the jitters out. Elgin has almost completely filled up the away side, and we've got a great night of Thursday night football back with twins on the top side. Laura in the shotgun formation. It's going to be a handoff, trying to stretch around the corner. We got a flag in the play to the 40, and then a shoestring tackle. This may be coming back for a holding call. We'll check it out. This was an early flag.
But once again, they got around the corner. You got to stop that. Last week it killed us.
It is a hold against the Elgin Owls. That's something that you think we should be used to at Lawton High, trying to get around the edge. We know that Ardmore will try to do that, and so that's not anything new that the Lawton and Macarthur Highlanders have seen. But this, hopefully, the best thing for tonight has been a holding call. Got Chris Burke on the sideline, who's joining us, going to give a bird's eye view from his vantage point. Go ahead, Chris. You can chime in.
I was just kind of just go with what Jay said. You got to keep that outside shoulder free and make that tackle.
All right, so Laura back in the shotgun formation. It's going to be a quick handoff and then cut back right up the middle, off to the races, and he'll get to the 40, 41-yard line, making it look easy. Carving up the secondary is this Elgin Owl team.
Well, that's again, off. You get outside the end there, and you get a 19-yard gain.
They're putting a hat on a hat and moving us off the ball really well.
And you make up your negative holding yards, and you almost get a first down. So it's now just a 2nd down and 1, and the first possession for the Elgin Owls. Set up shop right outside their own 42-yard line. Trace Laura will bark out new instructions. Got split receivers, and we got this whistled as a timeout, possibly.
Yeah, timeout, Elgin.
So Elgin wants to call a timeout as they look at it. We'll do the same. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hey there, I'm Trent Logan. Just so happens, I like to sell houses the fancy way. Hello, here for paint night.
Sit down, Trent.
That ready? What's the deal? You guys didn't bring your own gear? I'm so dadgum fancy. When I do art and stuff, I don't even have time to take a break. Tender me, babe. You know, you can buy or sell your house with any realtor, but if you want to do it the fancy way, call me. Cheers.
All right, back to action as Elgin, kind of a strange time to call a timeout with a 2nd and 1, but something that they didn't like to see. With split receivers back in the shotgun formation is Laura. He'll have one back behind him. And a load, and they try to, and there it is. The hard count comes, and I think they got the Highlanders, and it is encroachment. So you call a timeout, and you get a free one, and move the chains. And everything Elgin's way in just a couple of minutes of this first quarter.
Boy, it's just disciplined football. You're right over top of the football, and you jump.
Well, will the Highlanders respond after back-to-back losses? Midwest City just 2 weeks ago, and then last week with El Reno. Straight back to pass. Laura's going to throw on the duress, and that's going to be overthrown, but why not? Take a shot deep.
Well, that's what you got to do. Good coverage. Max got him double covered deep, and actually get somebody in his face as he's getting ready to throw the football.
So, brings up a 2nd down right outside the 47-yard line. Loading the box of the Highlanders to stop this. Stop the bleeding in a hurry. It's going to be a handoff off tackle the far side of the field, and then finally picked up plugging holes, gets close to around the 50-yard line. And the clock will roll on the first drive as the Elgin Owls won the coin toss, elected to take the ball.
This is a big 3rd down here already, right here at midfield.
3rd down and 7.
You need to stop. Be assured they're going to try to get outside.
Laura in the shotgun, got a man in motion. It's going to be this is kind of the Wildcat look, and he'll push the pile. He'll get close. I don't know, Chris, is he about a half a yard shy, or did he get it?
Well, it's hard to see from. I'm trying to get down there to see too, but
they say it's going to be 4th down.
All right, 4th down.
Okay. So 4th down, it is inches, and that was the direct Wildcat look where they bring Laura into a slot receiver, kind of a decoy look, and they'll do the same here. Trying to pick up the 1st down in the Wildcat look once again. He'll try to get the edge. Oh, he missed the tackle right there. That's going to be a 1st and 10. Move the chains inside Highlander territory, and that tackle would have been a loss of a yard.
And the blitz was right. He brought him on a blitz. He came hard, and he just misses him.
So he run past the freshman running back to get the 1st down, set of chains inside Highlander territory on their first drive right outside the Highlander 41. You see that again, and you missed. You got to be able to plug that in. Your First Baptist East instant replay.
Boy, it was close. Man.
Got trips here on the near side. Laura back in the shotgun formation. And then there's going to be a tackle there after the exchange, maybe a gain of 1. And you know what's strange, and I know you got to try everything in your offense. They were hitting the outside so much. Now they're trying to assault you up in the interior of the defensive line.
But you can see Macarthur's moved out a little bit. They're like, okay, you're going to try to do that to us. But it's all about linebacker play here, especially up the middle.
So they'll go back to trips here on the near side. Laura back in the shotgun formation at the 9-minute mark here of the first quarter. It's going to be a quarterback draw. He is hit, sandwiched, and then taken back to the 45-yard line, and then a flag flies afterwards. We'll see if this is extra. Man, this would be sad.
It almost looks like it's helmet to helmet. This is one high hit.
It's going to be face mask, personal foul against the Highlanders. So you had the great defensive stop, but you give them the 15 yards.
Yeah, that's a killer. Because it was such a great look here. You see a defensive play. I mean, he smacks him right in the mouth, right here. Bam, I got you. And just a little high. You can't tackle that high. Just great play, though. I mean, just got a hold of the face mask.
All right, so we'll move that on down. And the Highlanders back against the wall as the Elgin Owls on the move, on the march. Right outside the 28-yard line in the Battle of the Bands here at Cameron Stadium, too. And here's some of that. It's going to be a handoff coming to the near side. Tries to stretch around the corner, runs out of real estate. Then the Highlanders finally come up to meet him at the 26-yard line.
Chris, I think it's really important that some of our defensive backs have got to come up and make those tackles.
Well, definitely. We're going to have to come up there running the counter play and pulling a lot of people out there. And you're going to have to come up there and get low and maintain position and try to make that tackle for loss.
All right, so penalties have been really kind of the miscue for the Highlanders. Only Elgin's one holding call. they've been offsides. They've had a face mask penalty as Laura will get a new play call. He'll have trips here on the far side of the field at the 8-minute mark. Already taken 4 minutes off the clock. That's another thing, too.
They're going to have to call timeout
play
here.
Keep away, and yes.
They're going to have to. No choice. They ran out of the
Yep. So Elgin calls a
clock.
timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
All right, back here at Cameron Stadium, kind of a playoff atmosphere, almost a city rival when you have Elgin, who is filled up the south sides of the stands.
Well, they're just a hop, skip, and jump down the street.
Yeah. So it brings up a 3rd down and an 8. It's a 2nd and 8. Well, the marker down there. Yeah, okay, I got you. It's 2nd and 8. As they've called their second timeout, Elgin only has one left. Laura back in the shotgun formation. It's going to be a little pitch toss around the edge, and there is swarming defense back at the 30-yard line, and that's woken up the Macarthur defense.
Yeah, man, that's just great pursuit. Get outside, hang on to his jersey, and wait for the troops to come help.
First Baptist East instant replay now brings up a 3rd down and 14.
Yeah, I hope Elgin keeps running that play. I love to watch the pitch play because you always got a chance for a stumble and a scoop and score. So maybe we'll see it again.
Looks like you're chomping at the bit over there, Chris, as he always does.
I'm kind of excited. These Elgin boys are big on the offensive line. They're tall and they're big and they move well.
He just
trips
moved.
on
That's
the near
start.
side, and this is going to be a flag. And this is where maybe in jitters, games like this can be helpful in a big stage like this. I know that there was talk about that. I was talking to the crew from Elgin. They said, you know what, how are they going to be able to handle the pressure that you're 7-1? You're on the road to a big Lawton school. There's a lot of stuff playing in your mind, and so there's a miscue here to make it up a big 3rd down here.
Well, our district is not very good. I mean, let's just be realistic. There's a very few teams, and this is some of them right here.
Well, the thing is, we had El Reno, who would have thought a couple of wins to take down the mighty Highlanders last week. Trips on the far side. Laura going to load and throw and look downfield. Got a little bumping back and forth, and this is going to be a no flag.
Good play.
And that's going to be a 4th down. So I don't know. It's going to be a punting situation now for the Elgin Owls on their first drive. But interestingly enough, take a look at this. Have milked off the clock down to 6:57, so almost the 7-minute mark.
Well, that was great coverage right there. A well-thrown ball, and it's just really good coverage. Kept his eye on the football, went up and high-pointed it. Great play right there.
Just good bumping run. I mean, he stayed with him all the way.
So the punter will stand back close to midfield. Return man will stand at his 10. And this one will be away high and called for the fair catch. And then a big hit with that.
There'll be a flag
and
here.
There's going to be a flag right there at the exchange. He called for the fair catch and then got lipped right there at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, that's catch interference, and so that's going to be obviously against Elgin. And he does smack him.
Yeah.
Well, Macarthur kind of weathered the storm of the bad breaks there and penalties. And looks like we might be getting a little momentum back, and let's see how we handle it and how Elgin handles it.
Well, and I want to see how we respond to after a loss like El Reno. Now, I understand the loss with Minnesota City. We all were there. We witnessed that. That's correct. But El Reno, you didn't.
No.
You beat yourself.
Exactly.
So how are you going to respond in a situation like this against a 7-1 team trying to prove themselves when you have to win to try to still stay second in the district? We'll have trips here on the near side. Whistle to play. Gage Graham back in the shotgun formation. Little outlet, and it's too high for Bo DeLong. And that's going to be a little outlet pass a little bit high and away. And maybe that's a little bit too much for Gage. Needs to settle down. We get a little bit of the run attack here and get things started.
Well, I'm hoping his ankle's better because we sure need him to be able to scramble out and run at times.
With a sprain, and you can see that it's taped up. I don't know how much limitation he's going to have. Stands back in the pocket. That is going to be away from Dominic Collins. So back-to-back passes under a little bit of duress for Gage Graham, and it's already going to bring up a third down. You've passed the ball twice.
Way overthrown both passes.
He might have jumped a little early on that one. I think he'd probably like to have it back and time it a little different.
Yeah, it was high, but still.
So back to work, back to pass. Sits up in the pocket, loads and throws for Bo DeLong, and it's going to be shy of about a yard away from a first down.
It's going to be close. They're going to mark it close.
It's a decent spot.
I think it's a first down.
It's close.
We'll see. It's 3rd down and 1.
Well, this
fourth
is
and
fourth
1.
Down.
4th down. We're going to decide to punt or go for it, and we're going to call timeout.
I want them to measure.
I think Coach has asked for it, and you have to ask. You can ask for a measurement.
I'm asking.
Oh
now.
no, he looked and said that's first down. Move the chains.
That looks like because I said past that second dash looked like a first down to me.
Well, the spotter's down there. You asked for the white cap to look at it. He eyed down there and he said, "Yep, he saw what you saw, Jay. 1st and 10. Move the chains." Trips on the far side. Gage Graham back to work. They came a little bit early. It's going to be a little slant back out on the far side. Gets around the corner to the 45, and then going to get a flag in the play right outside the pushed out of bounds at about the 47-yard line as Bo DeLong steps out, and we'll check out what this flag's about.
I almost believe it's going to be possibly illegal downfield or holding again. Gosh, and that was on the receiver outside.
All right, so the Highlanders will be backed up when they were getting close to trying to emerge to midfield. 6:27.
That was a 1st down and 10. Now you're second and 9. You picked up the first down.
I think it's going to be first and 9.
I mean 1st and 9. Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right, so another handoff in between the tackles. Takes the load to the 42, 43-yard line. And we've seen Hutchinson all year long, and that's what he does well.
You got to hit him in their mouth.
Well, Hutchinson, we're going to go quickly. It's going to be a little bit high. Bo DeLong is going to split one defender and then spin move to about the 45-yard line, a couple of yards shy from a first down. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down and short. We're at the 6-minute mark. We're halfway through this quarter. Another handoff. Waits. There it is. Cut back, and there you have a 1st and 10. Move the chains inside Elgin territory, right outside the 44-yard line.
And if I'm Elgin, that doubt creeps in.
Well, we'll see this high, fast offense, what this does. Little Dominic Collins makes a man miss after the pitch and catch and a little suplex move there on the tackle at about the 37-yard line. Playing a little physical here between these two.
Had an old coach used to always tell me, as long as they're on defense, they can't beat you.
You got that right.
All right, another handoff right up the middle. Oh, and then is this Harris?
That's a first down.
That's going to be a first down carry. And just all brute strength and just line up and pound it.
Let's just
That's
put a helmet,
Diaz. So
put a
welcome
helmet on
back
a helmet.
into the rotation is Mr. Diaz, number 22. Little pound between Hutchinson.
He's got him.
Sitting back in the pocket, looking to throw. Going to load and throw into the end zone. Little pushing and shoving. Oh, and that's almost intercepted and a flag on the play. This could go either way.
This could go offensive pass interference here.
I don't know. I thought that was pretty good football right there. But
I did too. Both of them fighting for the ball. I'm not sure that's pass interference.
I just let them play right there.
I say, hey, let's wave this off and let's go for another down. I'm sure that's the call because they're saying, hey, they're both going for the ball.
Well, relay that to the Whitecap, find out what it is. Pass interference against the offense, so it's against the Highlanders. I said it could have been either way because
when you go over the back,
right,
that you're asking for it, but he had to because either way it's going to be intercepted there.
Right.
I'd rather take the pass interference.
But you know what? You have the right to the ball too, and even if you go over the back, if you catch the ball and take it away, that's 6.
Yeah, it looked like it should have not been called. I don't think.
Well, it's going to march the Highlanders back to the Elgin Owl 47-yard line with a first down in Altus. 2 receivers on the far side of the field, Gage Graham in the shotgun formation. It's going to be a handoff, and he's just going to keep pushing and churning the legs down to about the 42-yard line. As Hutchinson.
Well, you just
churns out.
You just got to keep wearing them down.
and going quick. Got a man in motion. It's Bo DeLong. He'll come to the near side of the field. Back of the shotgun formation, Gage Graham. He'll have Bo DeLong go the other way now on the far side, and then look to throw on the run.
Open.
The catch to the 40. Oh, and what a great tackle. Came right up off of his spot and said nothing doing as Bo DeLong only got about a yard.
Yeah, that's a great open field tackle. He misses that, and he's still running.
Well, it's assignment football. It brings up a 3rd down and long. I think maybe 4-down territory. We'll see.
Oh, for sure.
What the Highlanders decide to do, but they got to make up some yards. They're going to at least get half this back. With Gage Graham back in the shotgun formation with twins here on the near side. Back to pass, comes out of the pocket.
That's what I'm talking about right
to
there.
the 40, makes a man miss. He'll get right around the corner at the 30, down to the 25. The senior does it with all willpower, almost a yard shy of a 1st and 10. All Gage Graham.
Chris, this is what we've been missing the last few weeks. Gage Graham, with the injury to his ankle, hasn't been running like that.
Well, he ran right there. That was just pure will. He willed himself to that 1st down.
They're going to measure.
Well, they got to wait because they didn't move the chains.
They're going to measure for the spot. Whitecap will go.
Well, he's going to go look and see the football's past that stick. That means first down.
You stretch the chains where? It's just like right there.
That's just a great effort, though. That's a great effort.
That's your senior. On senior night, get to see that again. Like you said, all will. Oh, his 1 foot. Man, it's really kind of hard to tell. There's a lot of discussion and all eyeballing there on the other side.
We got too many people in the way. We can't see it.
Stretch out the chains.
That's a first down.
They stretched it out as much as it is. Place the marker.
It's a first down. Let's go.
No.
Going to be an inch short.
It's going to be inch. All right. All of that for.
Well, where's Diaz?
Yeah.
Come on, buddy. We need a first down here. This is big.
Well, let's see. Yeah, because number 11's going out.
Number 20, whatever, is 22.
22.
He better be coming in.
No, 11's staying in. Hutchinson
said, I can get this, Coach. I got it.
They're going to place this back right outside the. They were premature up on the board. They put 1st and 10 on the board.
Well, it looked like a first down, man.
So is it going to be 3rd down and short?
Be 4th.
4th and short?
4th down.
4th down.
It's 4th down.
4th down at inches, a game of inches, and this is why you want to try to come back from what you had last week against El Reno. You couldn't get a yard. You needed a yard. And a timeout from the official.
Well, we got a chain issue. I think the chain fell apart.
Okay. Well, kind of looking at.
Chris, get over there and fix that chain.
Great crowd. We said this would be very much similar to a playoff-type atmosphere.
Well, it's got to be because you're playing for your playoff livelihood.
Well,
I mean,
Elgin only has 1 district loss. They're going to play Midwest City to finalize the season next week. Macarthur, they play Elgin here and then on the road to Noble. So there's a lot of fight for and positioning in this district. It's going to be a handoff. Pushes the pile, gets through the pile, takes some defenders down with him, down inside the 10-yard line.
I loved seeing
Hutchinson.
I think it was Birchfield, I think.
Oh, okay.
And 75 was blocking.
It's 75.
Caden Tabatama.
He drives him all the way down, almost into the end zone.
You're inside a red zone. Tracy Green, for all your real estate needs, call the 580 Property Lady. 580-284-9364. Knocking at the door for the first possession of the Highlanders at 3:39 left to go here in quarter number 1. Handoff, off tackle, tries to get, we got some flags in the play, gets down to about the 1-yard line, and this is probably in the interior. This is probably holding, and this is probably coming back.
Yeah, he threw it right at the guy.
Caden Tabanaba, he is driving people off the ball. We'll give a shout-out to him because he's also a wrestler, and I love it. But he is blocking. He's been blocking all season, but he is really blocking them tonight.
Well, that senior, along with Gage Graham, 2 seniors, saying this is our last regular season game here at Cameron Stadium, and we want to make it a good one on senior night. And right now they're trying to establish themselves, but here that shot in the foot, we saw this last week. You got to get over that. Just keep punching it up.
Well, they got single high safety here, so I'm going to try to get something across the middle of the field.
Gage Graham, fake the handoff. Little jet motion. It's going to be a handoff. A pass play. Gets pushed out of bounds at about the 12, 13-yard line.
That's a pretty good play.
thought I seen the ball.
I did too. I thought it was a ball out. Let's see the replay. One of the things
Terrell Roberts?
One of the things,
number 4.
Yeah, one of the things I thought was, what a catch.
So Terrell Roberts also playing for defense, gets a little snag.
Here we go.
Straight back to pass. Looking outfield's got Bo DeLong in the end zone. Oh, it threads the needle, and that's going to fall incomplete. Boy, open.
He threaded the needle, though, man.
He did. It's going to bring up a fourth down, and it looks like we're going to try to kick a field goal. So the Elgin Owls, a bend but don't break defense, stalls out the drive at a 4th down and 13 right outside the 13. This will be a 30-yard attempt. He was able to get that last week in El Reno on the far hash. Ready to kick this one away to try to get the first points on the board. Ball down high, comes up. It's got the delivery, it's got the distance, and this is good. So the Macarthur Highlanders get a 30-yard field goal, strike up the train horn to make a 3-0 lead to make the first score of the ball game. 3:11 left to go in quarter number 1. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Probably abnormal for the Highlanders. There was a 15-play drive, a 30-yard field goal to boot, and that is your scoring recap brought to you by City National Bank with 4 locations in Lawton. Next Level Banking starts here from understanding your goals to coming up with creative solutions. They're here to help you navigate life's financial questions. And your kickoff sponsor, hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's. Before and after the game, picked up at the 2-yard line, taken to the 10, 15 to the 20, 25, and then upended there. Nate Merez, superintendent for Elgin Public Schools, joined us on the desk, and he said that many faithful from Elgin, first stop was at Wayne's. And a little plug there that had to go to Wayne's because that's the trip that you make. And he says, I hope that the Macarthur faithful, when they come to Elgin, will stop at Boom Paws before another great sponsor.
We always do.
Is before we go out there. And that will be next year. We'll be on the road
some
to
good
the
burgers,
Elgin.
man. We can get out there. Woo-wee.
So at the 3-minute mark, look at that. Both teams taking almost an entire quarter and only the second possession of the ball game for the Elgin Owls. With Trace Laura back in the shotgun formation. Stretch play going to the far side of the field with Lund. Lund is going to get a block and then some to the 30, past the 35. He'll get the first down, move the chains as he'll get upended right there at the sticks at the 36-yard line.
That's too much. You let him get. He cut back.
They're going to say a yard short, so a 9-yard pickup.
But he cut back, man. You got to get that linebacker in there.
Lund is just a junior. Got trips here on the near side. Laura in the shotgun formation.
Big hit.
There right it is, there. Taken down, and all of the gaps were filled.
Well, that's a run blitz, and man, it pays off.
Well, I mean, that's how you stop that counter. You get in there and hit them in the backfield, and
hit them in the mouth. They'll quit running it. I guarantee you. It was my favorite play to ever call, ever in my life as a coach.
Man, you really get hit right there. A 3rd down and 4 with 2:11 left to go here in quarter number 1.
Because they usually pull somebody and leave a big hole.
Eastside Pharmacy first quarter. Laura on the move. On the run, and boy, they spotted that, and that's going to be incomplete. There was a big collision at the throw. It's kind of like they almost knew that play was coming.
Separating in front of football, that's a great hit right there. Good timing. Perfect play right there.
Yeah, and you just watch on the replay. He just comes up and just says, you're going to hit you right in the mouth.
That's the First Baptist East instant replay right there, and the ball.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to feel that tomorrow, too. And it brings up the first 4th down and a punting situation for the Elgin Owls at the 2:01 mark of the first quarter. Well, no, it's the second punt. I take that back.
This is really
going to call for the fair catch.
Get out of the way.
And he's going to get all the way up close to about the 48-yard line. So a half a field to work with for the Highlanders. As
that's like a 20-yard punt.
And the way Elgin started off, we didn't know how this was going to unravel, but the Macarthur Highlanders regrouped, and Coach Reffitt's defense dialed it up and got the stops needed. And now the second possession for the Highlanders, close to about just a half a field to work with.
Yeah, I mean, you're in great field position here. Now, let's take it down and let's get 7 here.
So it's a 3-0 lead for the Highlanders. 1:54 left to go here at senior night at Cameron Stadium in quarter number 1. Eastside Pharmacy first quarter. Hutchinson will be next to Gage Graham's left. Twins here on the near side. It's going to be a handoff, razzle-dazzle to Bodalong, a flick back to Gage Graham, and he is going to get hammered. They tried to set up the big play downfield and was tackled, and a loss back at the 40-yard line. So the razzle-dazzle, quick play, Gage Graham, and they came off the block, and they were ready for that one.
Well, it was just so slow developing, and the quarterback, and he just stood there, and you got to throw it.
Well,
I thought it was a great time for the call right there, but it was just a little slow developing. They read it pretty good too.
All right, so another handoff, cut back by Hutchinson as they try to scrape down with a little bit of help. Only gets up to about the 43-yard line. Very physical between these two teams, trying to match athlete for athlete with the 1:05 mark left to go here in the quarter number 1. Graham in the shotgun formation, back to work. Blitz comes. He looks, and a big sack. And that is going to be a massive loss of yards back at the 34-yard line. So they teed off, and they came.
Well, they just come right up the middle, and it's just really a missed assignment there from our lineman.
3 and out for Elgin, 3 and out now for the Highlanders on their second possession. And now Brown back to punt. Gets this one away. It's going to bounce and get an Elgin bounce going the other way, actually getting positive yards back up to about the 37-yard line.
Again, only about a 23, 24-yard punt.
Yeah, and 24 seconds on the clock in quarter number 1.
Usually you get a good bounce here on Cameron Field. You know, this turf will let you get a good bounce, but, man, it came back the other way.
Glad you could join us on Facebook Live and on YouTube. For those watching on the Elgin channel, we have the 2 networks up and going for the Oklahoma Sports Network. We'll have all the rest of our games in action except for Carl Albert. This is the bye week for them with one less opponent in their district. Eisenhower got to have a week off with one of those a couple weeks ago as well. Laura back in the shotgun formation, one lone back behind him. It's going to be a handoff, waits, delays, and then he gets hit after the spin move, gain of a couple.
Same counter, and they're pulling two linemen coming to the left. So that should leave you a backside blitzer. So all you got to do is get behind that and blow it up.
Final 8 seconds. I don't think we'll have another snap. We won't. Down to 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 1 quarter in the books. 3-0. Macarthur leads after 1. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Do you have questions about your retirement? As a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, Waugh, Lavender & Associates can help. With the exclusive Confident Retirement approach, you'll work one-on-one with an advisor to develop a retirement roadmap to help get you where you want to go. Call us today.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
All right, we're back here after 1 quarter of play in the books. The Highlanders with just a narrow field goal, a 20-yard field goal. 3-0 is the lead. And your second quarter is brought to you by the Lawton Firefighters Association, proudly supporting the athletes from the communities we serve. Lawton Firefighters Association, quarter number 2. In the books with the Elgin Owls, and a 2nd down and 8 right outside their own 39-yard line. And will be whistled to play. Thursday Night Football. This was because lack of officials. They had to move this game right up the middle and off to the races. To the 40. Foot race to the 35, to the 20, down to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. He will score. Touchdown, Elgin Owls. And that's Matthew Lund, the running back, junior, off to the races. You get him out in space, and just like that, 6 on the board, and the PAT coming up. Look at that. And he just separated. Booth wasn't able to catch him.
It's got to be assignment football. You got to do your job. Don't get out of place.
Starting the second quarter, Elgin Owls with a big stretch run, and the PAT coming up. Ball down, kick up, kick on. It's blocked. And that makes an interesting scenario, as you'll see that again. 6-3 is our score. Just underway in the second quarter. We'll take a timeout and be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Whitehead Plumbing, our mission is to be a leading full-service plumbing contractor. We have dedicated over 20 years perfecting our expertise in Southwest Oklahoma with our craftsmanship and customer service. Whether you have a water, sewer, or gas line that needs to be replaced or repaired, you can always count on us to be there. We offer free estimates and have 24/7 emergency services available. We'll work around the clock and are committed to providing our customers with impeccable services. Call Whitehead Plumbing today for all your plumbing needs.
All right, coming back here to a quick score by Lund for the Elgin Owls. The PAT is blocked. Makes it a 6-3 contest just underway here in the second quarter. It's brought to you, your kickoff brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In. Since 1950, a Lawton tradition with 2 locations to serve you. Number 7 Southwest Sheridan Road, 6810 Northwest Cash Road. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's. Thank you for joining us on Facebook Live. Like us, follow us there on Facebook. For those watching on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kicked off, going to go chipped on the far side. It's going to be fielded at the 30. Oh, and then taken down as he tries to navigate back into the center of the field. You'll see this, a catch, and they dive his legs, and then a collision right there.
Well, I thought it was going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, it was close. So the Highlanders, you find yourself with a quick lead with a field goal, and that wasn't enough. And they find themselves down 6-3 at the start of the second quarter. Highlanders need to respond and answer points with points. Trips here on the near side of the field. Gage Graham in the shotgun formation with one lone back. That's Hutchinson.
Pass.
Over to Bo DeLong. He'll catch to the 35, then gets upended right at the 38-yard line. Almost about a yard shy of a pickup, maybe 2 yards shy of a pickup of a first down.
That's a good first down. That's a true screen pass.
Highlanders quickly go. Off tackle, and he'll get the first down, and he'll move the pile past the 43-yard line as Hutchinson. And this is that quick get back right up to the line next play, and they're ready again right there. As soon as they set the chains, they're ready to go. Side up, Gage Graham. He'll wait for his receiver in motion. Another handoff, Hutchinson. Dives forward up to nothing fancy, nothing pretty, up to about the 47-yard line. Chipping away with yards. Brings up a second down and about 7. Maybe 7
man on the outside on the right.
Gage Graham. Oh, that's really high, and boy,
that's
that
good.
could
That's
have
a
been
good
dangerously.
throw. That's a good throw.
Far side of the field, get a pitch and catch up to about midfield. Dominic Collins gets about a yard shy away from a first down. At midfield, Gage Graham. It's going to be a handoff to Diaz. Diaz just pushes his guard and tackle, goes behind them, gets the first down pickup inside Owl territory. 1st and 10, move the chains. Maybe you can wear out this defense if you quickly go. As this fast-paced offense has trips on the far side of the field, Gage Graham in the shotgun formation. And now we'll shift back over, get a new play call. Straight back to pass, looking downfield, sets in the pocket, loads and
got
throws.
Him open. You got it.
And that is going to be picked off at the 15-yard line, taken to the 20, now to the 30, 35, 40, 45, and then pushed out of bounds to the 50, and then picked inside Macarthur territory at the 45-yard line. So you had what you had downfield, and the secondary gets the pick.
Well, we just underthrow it.
Oh,
behind him.
Beat, yeah.
Just didn't lead him far enough. You got to throw that out there to the front side and let him run to it.
That was going to be Toby Parker on the INT for the Elgin Owls. And they get the score. They stop the Highlanders. They get the turnover. And now inside Highlander territory with your defense coming back out on the field at the 44-yard line. Now it's a big hammer dose of running back. They're going to go to Wildcat right here. Look, as Laura will be out for a pass.
Oh.
Looking to throw, and there was a bang up, and there's a flag on the play. I thought there was just tangled up within their feet, but they're going to call that probably pass interference. But as a throwback pass, as it was a Wildcat toss back to Laura. Laura tries to find the near side receiver, a load and throw, and both of them were on the field.
Well, I definitely think their feet got tangled up.
Yeah, the feet are tangled. I don't know.
I don't understand this.
I would say
I don't understand
this is better of a no call than anything.
If he wipes that
defensive
off.
holding.
They called it holding, and
yeah.
I do love the play call from Elgin right there. That you do the sudden change and then you go for the big play. But I was watching it close and I thought it was just feet getting tangled up and well, it's first down.
That's a first down.
Yep. Defensive holding outside the Highlander 34-yard line. Laura back to work with trips on the far side of the field in the shotgun formation. Whistled the play. Laura handoff. Coming in the near side, Lund lowers his shoulder, gets outside the 25-yard line.
There's got to be something's going on.
Another flag, and there's going to be a holding against the Elgin Owls. So, well, they're calling it both ways. We're seeing the yellow going both sides tonight. In week number 8, remember this was a Friday game scheduled on the paper, and lack of officials moved that to Thursday. So our hearts go out to how they have to field all these officials for all these different games, but it's still going to be a first down, but long. 1st and 17. Laura back in the shotgun formation.
Hit the hole.
Hit the corner, and
good job. Good play.
Take the freshman running back down. There's Mr. Meyer, Wrightson Meyer.
He's a freshman.
Freshman, yeah.
I'd hit him hard.
Big load to bring down. He's kind of like fullback, but not really with fullback legs. He's got the speed when he gets outside. And just think, coaches can say, we got 4 years to see this young man. Fake handoff, rolling to the near side of the field. Going to throw, and that's going to be underthrown, coming back to the near side of the field, and that's going to be a third down and long.
Well, Chris, you know something? I haven't been that impressed with the passing game.
You're not really worried about the passing game here, and they haven't proven that they can do it against us. But the counter and the stretch play have been killing us, and we've really got to step up in there and fill them holes and set the edge so that they don't get around the corner like they did in the first quarter.
I totally agree. I just feel like that he hasn't thrown the ball very well. I mean, he's been off the mark.
So it's a third down and 13 for Laura and the Owls. Got a man in motion. Fake pop motion man off tackle, and then he is hit as Lund, after the exchange, only gets down to the original line of scrimmage.
Macarthur comes out with the ball, but
you're going to say he was down?
Yeah.
So it brings up a fourth down to, 4-down territory, I'm sure, for the Elgin Owls.
Yeah, because you're not going to punt here.
No, you only get it.
Kickoff. You're going to kick off at the 35, right?
So Laura, 4th down and 10, got a man in motion.
Look for the sweep.
Going to go to the far side of the field. 8:38 left to go here in quarter number 2.
Watch out. They're going to try to call you out, get you off sides here.
Holding. It's going to streak. Oh, and man, that was Lund into the end zone free, and he just dropped it.
Well, and you can see on the replay, they're holding. As we're trying to sack the quarterback, they're holding us. You'll watch here. He grabs him by the shirt, pulling him to see him from that side.
Yeah.
He got a whole handful of shirt. Come on, White Hat. You're watching.
Well, turnover on downs in your First Baptist East instant replay with 8:27 left to go here in the second quarter. Owls on top by 3, 6-3. It's a touchdown and the missed PAT.
Well, I thought for sure that since I said that about the passing game, he was going to catch that and run and score.
Well, you don't do the old broadcast jinx. Got Bo DeLong in motion going to the far side of the field. It's going to be a handoff. Diaz collides initially into his offensive lineman, bounces out of that, gets up to about the 41-yard line.
He just gives us gives us another level. That's Harris, I think.
No, was it 21 Harris? Okay, you're right.
It's
Harris and Harris had the last couple of weeks with Diaz being out, so you got 3 running backs by committee.
I'm going to tell you what.
Harris is going to only gain a yard, so it's going to be a 3rd down and a couple. And they go quickly back to work.
First down.
Then he stretches that out, and we got a flag on the play coming to the near side.
It's a flag way over the head. I'm going to tell you what, 75 is kicking his guy's rear end.
Yeah, he's an animal.
I'm telling you.
He plays with an attitude, and I love watching him block. But I don't like the laundry on the field.
It's going to be a chop block. No, not chop block. It's going to be a holding against the Highlanders.
I thought they said personal foul here.
Yeah, well, they're marching back, and Macarthur faithful isn't happy with the call.
They got a Elgin player down.
We're going to come over and talk to Coach Manning. Yeah, they got a Elgin Owl that's being tended to as they tend to him. We'll take a timeout and be back right after this. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Battle-tested and prepared to uphold the rule of law, District Judge Scott Metters, a lieutenant colonel in the Army Reserve, earned a Bronze Star for service, 26 years legal experience, 5 years on the bench. Re-elect District Judge Scott Metters.
Back here at Cameron Stadium after an injured Owl is tended to. It looks like a personal foul called on Caden Tabanama, and he was just kind of, using the young man as to get up. I mean, he is.
Their coach is all the way on the field.
He's the nicest of players. And you know what? He got clubbed in the mouth right in front of that official last week, and they did not call that at all. And he still kept his cool. Hats off to that young man with his composure.
You talk about a kid that can play. This guy's a beast. He's huge. He can stretch. I'd tell him just block four people are coming your way.
Well, a big 3rd down for the Highlanders. Penalties have been the storybook for the Highlanders so far tonight. Trips here on the near side. Back in the shotgun formation. Gage Graham straight back to pass, looking downfield, flushed out of the pocket, decides to run, and he'll just go out of bounds. Nothing downfield. He's already thrown 1 interception tonight. Just kind of underthrew his receiver that had beaten his man. You called it. He had it. But a 4th down and a punting situation for the Highlanders. Brown will go back and punt back at his own 18-yard line. 2 return men for the Elgin Owls. Braden Brown, you're going to have to get all of this and then some. We need a big punt here. Get it deep.
Look out.
They come with a little bit of pressure. Gets a bounce. Was that tipped?
Oh, the
it
ball.
Hit an Elgin Owl. The Highlanders
got it.
for it. I think the Highlanders have.
They got it.
Off of the foot.
We got the ball. That's it.
Unbelievable. Let's see this here on instant replay. You say, Peter, you get away from it. But Elgin Owls with a costly mistake right here as you got too close to the ball.
Well, he's being blocked, and then his leg gets into it. That's why you say, get away from it, get away from it, get away from it. And, man, what a we needed it.
I think they're discussing I don't know what they're discussing. Maybe if he was blocked into him or what.
Well, it
doesn't matter.
Exactly. I'm just saying, but
yeah, it doesn't matter if he touched it. And that's a live ball. And luckily we came right off of that and get
it's
first and 10, move the chains. Woo! There it is. The Highlanders get a good break. So 2 turnovers each by these teams, an interception, and now a punt hitting the foot of an Elgin Owl blocker. And the Highlanders got a fresh set of downs inside Owl territory, trying to answer points in the shotgun formation.
Big hole.
Handoff.
Big hole.
To the 40, down to the 38. pushes the pile. They'll finally whistle this dead for Hutchinson.
First down.
And Hutchinson's going to carry his defenders all the way for a 10-yard carry.
I say you just shove it down their throat right here. You got to give it to them. Pound it. Pound the rock.
And they're going to do just that. I guess it was not a first down, so that's why you're going to go down.
It wasn't a first down,
no,
huh?
I guess now it's a first down. 1st and 10, move the chains. Highlanders will get right back up and right back to action. Gage Graham. Hand off to Hutchinson. Hutchinson splits the defenders. And he was into the secondary as he gets down to about the 25-yard line.
Big holes right there.
Big
Good
holes.
blocking.
Huge block. Yeah, you're right. Right center and guard on the left side just blow their guys out.
Gage Graham, now it's to Diaz. And one defender to beat. He was off to the races. Gets down to about the 19, 18-yard line. He knew it too. He could have scored.
I don't know what the booing's about, but
it's going to be a handoff to Diaz. Diaz makes a man miss. And then gets hammered right there at the line.
I think it's first down. I think it's first down here.
Gets to the 15-yard line.
First down.
Yep, they're going to move the chains. 1st and 10 for the Highlanders. Back to work. Another handoff to Diaz. He is swarmed now by the Elgin Owl defense at the 15-yard line. We're inside another red zone from Tracy Green. For all your real estate needs, call the 580 Property Lady. Call 580-284-9364. Tracy Green. A red zone opportunity for the Big Mac attack. 6-12. Go ahead,
perfect
Chris.
Time for the little old pop pass or a little fake drawing passage because they're coming. There he goes.
There's Harris. Makes a cut man move to the 5, down to the 3, and that will be first and goal. This is where you can either pick your poison between these 3 running backs and get your points coming up.
And they all deliver in a different way. That's what's so cool.
And they're going to have Hutchinson back in the order. Hand off to Hutchinson. Lowers his shoulder, gets down to about the 1. I would say bring Diaz right back in here now. Get the bowling ball in there and to set up the pin movement. This is where we struggled with El Reno last week to try to punch it in. 2nd and goal, right outside the 3-yard line.
Good run outside.
Handoff, Hutchinson crosses, scores. Touchdown, Macarthur! So the Highlanders put 6 on the board and say, this is senior night. You're at Cameron Stadium. We've got a lot to fight for. And now
you hear the train rolling.
The 2-point conversion look will go back to the traditional 1. So the Highlanders regained the lead after 1 quarter of play, led 3-0. Elgin scored a touchdown to start the 2nd quarter, misses the PAT to make it 6-3. And the Highlanders with the touchdown and the important PAT coming up. Ball down, kick up, kick on its way, and this kick is good. It's a 10-6 Highlander lead with 5:37 left to go here before the half. We'll take a timeout. Be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We fight the battles no one hears about. We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others. And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others. Join the fight.
All right, the scoring recap. That was a 7-play drive, 48-yard total, 3-yard capped off run by Hutchinson. And that is your scoring recap brought to you by City National Bank. 4 locations in Lawton. Next level banking starts with here, from understanding your goals to coming up with creative solutions. They're here to help you navigate life's financial questions. And your kickoff sponsor brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In. Since 1950, a Lawton tradition. Let's go to Wayne's. Ball teed up at the 40-yard line, just what you'd expect in Week 8 between these two. Back and forth we go with the scores. Going to be kicked, and this is going to be scribbled down the field. A mad dash at the 18-yard line to cover that up, but that's all hitting the turf.
I'll take that all day long.
Yeah.
That's a great job.
Well, I used to hate seeing those kind of balls coming.
Oh, my
Boy,
goodness. Well, and they're going to be skittish because that last punt, it hit someone's foot, and then you lost it, and that cost you 7 points.
Well, Chris would know he was going to be in big trouble if he fumbled it. I guarantee you that. Like, you better grab a hold.
So the worst field position tonight, the Elgin Owls find themselves back at their own 19-yard line with 5:37 left to go before the end of the second quarter. Handoff, offside the corner, and then you'll finally get that in a diving at the legs tackle.
Oh, we called something here.
And a flag in the play.
Yeah, we got something.
Holding against Elgin.
Yeah,
let's keep it going, boys. Come on. Let's go, Big D.
Well, you need this to revitalize your seniors. You've got a lot to, play for. You've got a lot of pride to play for. Make something happen deep in their own territory after the holding penalty marches them back with a first down and 20. Laura will be in the shotgun formation. Twins on the far side of the field. Tight end will come to the right.
Right off the tackle.
Right inside the gut off tackle. Gets up to about the 16, 17-yard line.
A little too much. That's a gut play. You want to be able to stop that for short gain.
So 4:57 and counting. Great matchup between a 7-1 Elgin Owl team and your 5-3 Macarthur Highlanders. Macarthur has already lost 2 important district games, Midwest City and El Reno, and they want to stop the bleeding from there. They got 2 games left tonight and next week at Noble.
Stay outside. Good job.
That's all you
got to do. That's all you got to do.
Just keep getting
Stay outside, and they ain't got nowhere to go. Nothing but the crying.
Gain of a couple. Brings up a 3rd down and 8. Had to make up those negative yards.
Chris, I just feel a different energy tonight than I've seen in the last 3 or 4 weeks.
I mean, it really looks like they're wanting to play tonight, and I know that they don't want to lose again, especially senior night on the home field.
Oh, my goodness gracious. We leaned a little bit too forward. It's the hard count, and we came early. So a 3rd down and long makes a 3rd down and short.
Well, that's a much easier play at 3rd and 4.
Instead of 3rd and 8, yeah.
That's just smart football from Elgin right there.
Yep.
Just trying to get a more manageable 3rd down. And if we stay disciplined.
Well, you're chomping at the bit. I understand.
You're
trying to play aggressive. Almost came again and would have given him the 1st down. And, when your quarterback's looking to the sideline, it's not going to be snapped. So just be patient. Watch the ball. Straight back to pass. It's to Laura. That is threading the needle. Gets to the 31-yard line. That's enough for a pitch and catch, 1st and down. And that would not have happened if you would not have jumped off sides.
Yeah, you're 3rd and 8 there. That's short.
All right, so a new fresh set of downs with 3:40 in the clock. Continuing to roll. Macarthur has all 3 of their timeouts. Elgin had to call 2 of them quickly. They only have 1 remaining with 3.5 left to go here in quarter number 2. Laura in the shotgun. Handoff.
Where they're
stretch
going.
Out in the corner, and they just run out of real estate. Gets outside the.
That's not bad. You held them to 2 or 3 yards. That's not too bad. But they were just gashing us in that first series. They had.
Oh, yeah.
Golly. So Max said, "Hey, no, you're not doing that anymore."
Well, you play that chess match. It's kind of like last week with El Reno. They loaded the box, and they said, we're going to dare you to throw. And then we threw and successfully went down the field. It's like, we're not going to do that, So then they had to switch. So a little bit of cat and mouse here with the chessboard of offense and defense. 2nd down at 7. 3:20 left to go before the half. Laura in the shotgun formation. It's going to be a handoff counter coming back to the near side, and we're staying at home. Only gets to penetrate up to about the 37-yard line. Brings up a 3rd down and about 4.
Chris, I thought we did a lot better job that time trying to fill that gap.
Well, yeah, we're doing a better job on the counter right now. I'm really looking for somebody to get in there and blow it up and get a negative play. And
maybe knock the ball out.
Yeah, but
I used to always think when I ran it, if somebody would just do what I would do against it.
Well, Elgin runs it well, and their offensive line, they're disciplined, and they move their feet well and get out there and block it good.
They do.
Laura, fake handoff, straight back to pass, pumps one, then he gets this one away, And a flag on the play.
And this is the official. This is a sideline.
That's not his.
That's not his call.
That's not. Yeah, there's an official standing right there looking at it, and I'm not sure why he would throw that from the backside.
Because
pass interference.
He's on the sideline. That's not his call to make.
And the Highlander faithful not happy with that. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Elgin Owls.
Well, that's going to
they offset.
That's going to mess them up.
Well, good. I mean, they.
Yeah. I thought they got that wrong.
No, it's dead ball. So they're going to mark that off, and then they're going to mark off the personal foul. So
you do the first one first, and the second one.
I mean, Caden Tabonabal can't even look at people mean without catching a flag, though. And I don't know.
I just want him to mow them down.
Yeah.
Mow them down. That's the job. That's what your job is, mow them. You pancake them.
Dead
now
ball.
15 back
unsportsmanlike conduct against the Elgin Owls. Oh, and that's Elgin Owl fans didn't like that. And Macarthur's cheering back. Little battle of the bands, battle of the fans here at Cameron Stadium.
Everybody's
week 8 football, and there's a lot on the line, and you can feel it, and you can feel the tension in these two fan bases. So, brings up a 1st and 10, though, right outside their own 38-yard line. Laura and company for the Owls back in the shotgun formation.
Going outside.
It's going to be a stretch play here, and they got a flag in the play, and this is
better be
taken
holding
back down.
That's great job, and that's great defense to come up. That's 40. That's Alex Bryce. He comes up and says, "You're not rushing. You're not coming out here again."
Now the Whitecap chop block against the Owls.
Well, he had him. There was one guy had him, and one guy gets him from low. And they're going to call it every time.
So it's going to march them back. And this is maybe where you capitalize on a turnover. We talk about maybe a pick or a fumble or something like that.
You got to get them into 2nd down, 3rd down and long, and then you maybe use your timeouts here and try to get the ball back.
Because there's 2:28 left to go before the half. Highlanders with a 10-6 lead. Owls with the ball on a 1st down and forever. We'll get back into the shotgun formation. Laura, handoff.
Get in the hole. Good job.
This tries to go stretch play on the far side of the field. Tries to turn the corner around the 26-yard line.
Elgin's still booing. They're going to boo all the way back to Elgin.
And now we're at the, unlike college or NFL, a 2-minute warning. No such thing in high school. We'll click under the 2-minute mark now.
Well, I'm willing to see what they're going to do right here, and then I'm calling
down
timeout.
22. Yep.
If they don't get much here, I'm going to call a timeout.
Twins here on the near side, one on the far side. Laura back in the shotgun formation. Going to be a handoff, off tackle, and he is met at the exchange.
That's the one in the backfield.
That's how you blow it up.
That's how you blow it up. Exactly. That's how you.
A flag on the play late after. I understand. You let some stuff play, but this is good, excessive, just physical play, and we'll find out from the Whitecap what this is. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Highlanders. 15-yard penalty.
I want to know who.
Well,
that still doesn't give them a 1st down.
Did I miss something on that one?
I didn't see it either. I didn't see anything, but according to the quarterback, there was some stomping or something.
So it's a $1:34 left to go before the half. And like you said, Jay, luckily all those negative yards don't bring a 1st down.
They were telling Coach, I think they're saying he did the bird, caw-caw, caw-caw. You've seen that on TV?
You're allowed to celebrate a play a little bit. I play with a little emotion, but he wasn't doing it to taunt anybody.
There's a lot of emotions in this week 8. A lot to play for.
That is an automatic 1st down, though.
Yeah. And now officials timeout. Want to talk to the Whitecap. Maybe he wants to know who this is against.
I think he wants to know why it's a hold on a second here. Because I thought that would still be 3rd down, even though they got 15 yards. It was like they had 3rd and 100 miles.
Clock is stopped to $1:34 left to go before the half as we have the officials discussing this outside the 34-yard line.
The train's not happy.
Let's go. Let's go.
Train's not happy. It's going to let's go. Train's fitting to move.
Man, you knew where you were just a second ago talking about trying to call a timeout and get the ball back. And now, first down.
A crazy penalty.
Going to extend this drive. Laura back to pass. Back
hard.
to work. He's got a man wide open and a little pushing
That's
and
a
shoving,
pick.
and that's going to be a pick at the 23-yard
We
line.
got it. Great play, Collins.
That's a good job. Great play. Watch the replay here. He just goes up and gets it and says, "This is mine, babe."
Dominique went up there, made a play on the ball. So
he's man-to-man on the outside with him, so I got to jump it. There it is. Good play.
Dominique Collins, as we've seen him in action.
I didn't have to call timeout. I got the ball back.
No, there you go. So it all worked in your favor. You got about $1:27. You got all 3 timeouts left to go. Unless they called one here, they're all huddled here on the sideline. But
they're just getting
the offense.
They get them a chance here.
Okay.
Now, one of the things I would do here is I wouldn't get away from the run right now.
No.
I don't have to throw the ball here.
A little gassed right here. Yeah, you're right.
I don't want anything crazy.
Well, we get the ball coming out of half, so
that's
we have
true.
10-6
crazy.
and come out and score would be good too.
Yep.
All right, Gage Graham will instruct running back to his right, back in the shotgun formation.
Exactly what I said. They're going to run the ball.
Oh, and then right up at the exchange collapses.
I'd be all right with going into halftime 10-6.
I understand.
I mean, I'm going to run the football. I'm going to get back up here and run the ball.
Let's see what you can do here.
They only have one timeout left.
1:13 remain. Gage Graham, kind of a low snap, back to pass. Oh, and that's almost intercepted.
Hey.
Coming to the near side.
Jay, don't play that.
I wouldn't stop.
Brody Morrison, and that stops the clock.
I'd have ran the ball.
Yeah, because it's 3rd down now.
Well, now if you don't get up the first down here, he's going to call a timeout and make you have to punt to him.
Exactly. Yeah. Our defense is going to have to go back out there if we don't get it.
Hand off to Hutchinson. Lowers his shoulder and gets only up to about the 30-yard line.
Pretty good run, though. I mean,
57 seconds remaining. They'll wait as long as they can. The 34 seconds.
Well, their coaches don't call a timeout, so I'm going to wait. It's 4th down. I'm going to let it run all the way down, take the 5-yard penalty, and then I'm going to kick it.
Yeah, because it's 23 seconds on the
play
clock.
Did he forget he had a timeout?
40 seconds left to go. I think he's okay with that. 15 seconds left to go on the play clock, 34 on the big clock.
I'm a riverboat gambler. I'd be coming.
Yeah.
Down to 6 seconds on the play clock, and you're right. Coach will just call a timeout right here.
I'd just let it go. I'd take the penalty.
No, they called timeout.
And then I boot it.
They call the timeout. We'll take a quick one with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
All right, back here with the final 20 seconds remain before the half. Macarthur with a 10-6 lead in this clash of 5A in this district, and there's a lot to play for. Elgin Owls with only one loss on the season to the Noble Bears, so they have one district loss. Macarthur has 2 against Midwest City and then El Reno. 2 games left for both these teams. Elgin will play Midwest City next week, and the Macarthur Islanders will be on the road to take on the Noble Bears. Catch those live on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Braden Brown stand back at his own 20-yard line. 2 return men will stand back at their own 40. And this is whistled dead before it began. I think they called timeout. Did Elgin call a timeout?
No, I think we're getting alerted. Yeah, the referee had one whistle.
Oh, so we'll get all this started back.
We've had more drama in one
No
half.
harm, no foul. Yeah, I know. It's like you
Like
kind of want to
one
flow of the
penalty,
game.
push me down.
This
One
kind of
penalty, knock
throws
me down. One
throws the
Jeez.
off that mark. Braden Brown will stand back at his about 19-yard line. He'll step up now to his 21. Brown will get this one away, and it will bounce and get a Macarthur roll and go out at about the 41-yard line with 12 seconds left to go.
That's the way it works.
Well, you don't give up a big home run ball here. Try to go in the locker room.
If I'm them, I am saying that's good enough. I'm going to kneel down. Let's go to half. Because you throw a pass here and Mac picks it and runs it all the way back, this whole game has changed.
Yeah. Well, and Chris mentioned this earlier. Elgin won the coin toss, elected to get the ball first, so the Macarthur Highlanders will start with the ball in the second half. 12 seconds remaining before the half. We'll have our halftime. We got their seniors that will be acknowledged with the band. We'll see what kind of performance, if they're going to have one.
Well, their coach is going to go. He's going.
For senior night, Laura be in the shotgun formation.
Bring the heat.
It's going to have the corner, the 40, almost stripped. They're trying to get that at the 45-yard line, and that should do it. I don't think either team will be settling to call that. Wait a minute. Is he going to call timeout? Well, they're going to have to put 1 second on the clock. Elgin had one more timeout. I guess you're going to have to heave-o and chunk it. All right. So we'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
To showing your loved ones you care, you need the best. A Better Design Flowers and Gifts is under new ownership, and we're proud to be serving the people of Southwest Oklahoma. Our talented florists are committed to building the most beautiful floral arrangements, as well as providing superior customer service. We service all types of events, from weddings to funerals, just because gifts, and of course, holidays. We're also a veteran-owned company. Click, call, or come by today. We'd love to show you a better design.
All right, so the Elgin Owls use their final timeout with 1 second left to go before the half. At a heave-ho, and let's go to the end zone with it. And they hope for a pass interference, a defensive penalty. It will be one untimed down if it's against the Highlanders.
And you don't want to, and this is where you don't want to get too deep because they may try to run something underneath and try to just get free.
So you got trips here on the near side. If they got a trick play, they're going to try to use it here. Laura will bark out instructions to his O-line with the final 1 second left to go before the half. It's going to be stretched off to the corner, and there is a flag on the play.
It's going to be offsides on Macarthur?
Well, if it is against the defense, then it's 1-9 time down. You cannot. They're heading to the locker room, but we'll wait.
Elgin left too.
Wait for the white cap. Here it is. Let's see. Face mask against the Highlanders, so it's a one untimed down. And now
they have to go back in there and tell the kids to come back.
Yeah. Yeah, this first half can't end. They've already got their.
Well, they're not trying to do anything crazy. They don't want to pick either. You're 15 yards closer though.
Well,
you're 45 out.
You're inside Highlander territory. One untimed down to finish before the half. Trips on the far side of the field. Laura in the shotgun formation, straight back to pass, looking downfield. Want to heave-ho, and he's going to throw this towards the end zone, and there's a mad boy, he's got the arm, and threw it into the end zone, incomplete, and that will end it. Finally into halftime. The Macarthur Highlanders lead 10-6 at the half. We'll be back with halftime right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Barres Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Barres, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Barres Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
At Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we take pride in our quality air conditioner and heater repair and replacement services, as well as providing the highest customer satisfaction. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving Lawton and the surrounding area for over 25 years. We have the knowledge, equipment, and trained technicians to take care of all your heating and cooling needs. Give us a call. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air, 355-1811.
Becker Raybon Funeral Home has been serving the funeral needs of Southwest Oklahoma since 1940 and is owned by the Raybon family. We believe family ownership makes a great difference in the care and service your family receives. Their staff is eager to find ways to assist you. Whether it's with live streaming or benefit assistance, we can help. When it comes to measuring personal levels of service, there are other funeral homes, and then there is ours. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, 1502 Fort Sill Boulevard.
You deserve the best, and the Billingsley family of dealerships has delivered award-winning service since 1963. View our inventory when it's convenient for you at BillingsleyFord.com. That's the Billingsley way. Score big at Billingsley Hyundai. Experience the all-new 2023 Hyundai Palisade. This upscale SUV seats 8 and packs a powerful V6 to get you on your journey. Get yours today at Billingsley Hyundai. That's the Billingsley way.
Highlanderettes being introduced here at the half senior night. Only one cheerleader being acknowledged, and I guess they'll get maybe the band seniors to be acknowledged as well. Want to give you a little rundown of the network of the games that we will be having in action starting tomorrow. Lawton High against Putnam City North. Altus takes on Ardmore. Eisenhower against Guthrie. Cache versus Clinton. Midwest City versus Noble, and here is the ones to circle. Del City number 1 in 5, or Coweta number 1 in 5A will take on Del City at Del City for senior night, and Newcastle will take on Tuttle. That's an incredible game in Class 4A, and then Yukon versus Norman North. So as they'll honor some of the halftime, they're going to announce that. In the Highlander Regiment, we're going to have our halftime sponsor. It's brought to you by Eastside Subway at 45th and East Lee. Discover better for your sub sandwiches by trying one of their 12 new irresistible Subway Series subs, or pick up your favorite classic footlong. Your Mac headquarters Subway. Eat fresh at Subway, 45th and East Lee. Let's go to the Highlander Regiment down at the midfield. So the Highlander Regiment performing, and I think they're going to announce their seniors in the halftime show with Subway, your East Side headquarters, as halftime will continue right after this. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Todd Bridges.
And I'm Dr. Nathan Buckner.
Did you know our dental practice is one of only 6% of practices in the United States that provide care from an all-digital platform?
We fabricate crowns, bridges, and place implants with advanced digital technology.
If you want to be part of this digital revolution in dental care, call us today at 248-6700 or visit our website at bridgesandbucknerdentistry.com.
We look forward to providing you with exceptional dental care.
The Lawton Athletic Foundation would like to thank the following sponsors that helped raise over $75,000 with their latest Gridiron Golf Tournament benefiting Lawton Athletics.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
We come from different backgrounds, with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
When it comes to your new home or remodeling project, build it right with Comanche Home Center. Our professional staff can help you every step of the way to make sure you get the best lumber, tools, and supplies to tackle any job imaginable. Give us a call today for a free estimate. Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Memorial Medical Group's orthopedic specialists are the most experienced team in Southwest Oklahoma. Our orthopedic surgeons are trained to diagnose and treat shoulder, knee, hip, hand, and foot conditions, as well as orthopedic trauma, sports, or work-related injuries. And they're the only ones in the area to offer Mako robotic-assisted surgery for knee and hip replacement. When you need bone and joint help, trust MMG Orthopedics to get you back to living your best life.
Coast Technology Group specializes in audio, video, and lighting for schools, house of worship, home, and business. Work with our team's engineers to design the right system for your conference rooms, video telecommunications, stadiums, auditoriums, video walls, home theater, and automation. Whether your next project is large or small, let our team with over 150 years of combined experience help design the right system with simple, reliable technology.
Still honoring some of the seniors here during the halftime with about 4.5 minutes before we cut to the teams coming out with their 3-minute warm-up. We'll hopefully have coaches' comments as well. It is a 10-6 Macarthur lead at the half as the Elgin Owls and the Macarthur Highlanders play for the very first time in school history, and it's been as good as billed and advertised. So we'll continue with more halftime right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
look how sad. Everybody but you has a debit card, and they're all out having fun, shopping, dining, feeling good. And here you are with crumpled cash and counting change. Not a good look, pal. Sounds like your wallet needs a friend. That friend is a PayMe debit card from Communication Federal Credit Union. Use your free PayMe card in apps, in stores, and anywhere you shop. You're good to go. Come into any branch and open your account in as little as 10 minutes or go to comfedcu.org. Communication Federal.
Feet. We use them every day. Working, playing, and usually taking them for granted. If your feet hurt, see the professionals at Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic. They've been serving Southwest Oklahoma for the past 36 years, providing the highest quality care and combining the latest technology with old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. With 3 locations to serve you, Lawton, Duncan, and Altus. Call today or visit us online at swokfoot.com.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
You ever have a meal so good you want to dance? If you haven't yet, you will. At Gangnam Style Korean Barbecue, that's our goal. We serve only the best in Korean cuisine. We've got several different flavors of bulgogi and fried rice, premium fish plates, and sushi. Our customers love us, and you will too. Check out our menu and even order online. Come on in and we'll show you how we do it Gangnam Style.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
All right, welcome back here to Cameron Stadium, and we are finishing up with a half. Both teams coming out of their respective locker rooms. 10-6 is the halftime score. MacArthur Highlanders. If you're Coach Manning, what are you saying real quick, Jay?
Hey, we played a pretty good first half. Made a lot of penalties we need to clean up. But, hey, we're in the game. Let's go play the second half. Let's finish it. Let's finish what we started.
And if you're Elgin, what are you saying over there?
We're right in it. We're in it.
In it to win it, and that's why you play the game. So we're going to go down to Chris Burke shortly when he has coaches, get a little bit of comments about what he addressed his team at the half and then what do we expect in the second half. So it's a 10-6 contest. Still waiting for Coach to make his way, Chris's way. I think he's the last one in the locker room, I guess. Coach is.
Yeah, here he comes. He's slow playing it.
Well, you know, it's not going to have the – so he's making his way over there to where Chris is. We'll get Coach's comments here. Let's go down to Chris Burke, our sideline reporter, who's got Coach Manning standing by. Oh, take that back. He's not back there. Sorry. You know, they all wear the same uniform,
and some
all
of them
green,
and
all have a hat.
Some of them had the same walk.
Yeah. That's Coach Reffett.
That's Reffett. I haven't.
So maybe
talk to Reffett.
Well, Chris, yeah. I don't know.
Chris, maybe you should ask Reffett a few questions like, hey, don't let him outside.
Coach was in there, Coach, and he's chomping at the bit to get back out here, so he might have just got distracted on that. That's all right, Coach. I know you're chomping at the bit to get back out there, and Coach, just let me get your thoughts on the first half.
You know, it's a hard-fought game. Both teams are playing really hard. It's pretty fun.
Oh, it's been a fun game to watch too. What are you looking to do in the second half here?
Well, we want to continue to play tough on defense. We let them have that one run. Other than that, we've played pretty good. But offensively, I think we're kind of figuring a few things out. And I'd like to get this ball first here and go score.
All right, good luck, Coach. All right, guys, back to you.
All right, thanks, Chris. And that's the statement that you want to make in a game like this. They won the coin toss. They took the ball, and then we got the first points on the board with a field goal. 3-0 is all it was in the first quarter. And then they score in the immediate start of the second quarter with a big long run from Lund. And then that got them the 6, but they missed the PAT because it's blocked by the Macarthur special teams. And then now we get this opportunity to get the ball to start second half.
But I'm going to tell you what, I'm like Coach. Other than that one long run, we've held them at bay.
That's true. Let's give you your third quarter. It's brought to you by Pam & Barry. Nobody sells more real estate than Pam & Barry, now celebrating their 20th year in listing, selling your home for top dollar. Whether you're buying or selling, call Pam & Barry today, 580-248-8800. They're not bragging. They're just applying for a job. And, of course, our kickoff sponsor brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In. Since 1950, a Lawton tradition, from burgers to baskets to their famous onion rings, sweet tea, cherry limeades, and so much more. Wayne's Drive-In with 2 locations, number 7 Southwest Sheridan Road, 6810 Northwest Cash Road. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's.
Chris, I say we pay attention here because you might see an onside kick just to try to see if they can't get something quick.
Boy, you're right. I mean, you want to have your good hands up there.
Be prepared.
I think that's what they're yelling from down. I can hear from the coach's box.
Well, I'd be prepared for just about anything in this game right here.
Because their coach called timeout with 1 second left. He wasn't happy just to go in the locker room. He said, "Okay, I'll dial it up."
Well,
then they got a one untimed down with defense.
Yeah, but then he was like, "Let's not be crazy." So, but you never. This is an area where you might see him kick it here.
Well, he's kind of a short stance right here, and we're kind of shifting over. Ball teed up at the 40-yard line, and they're going to chip that short. And there's going to be a collision, and I'll tell you right, a great field possession at the 41-yard line.
That was a really good catch. I mean,
because, they were looking for maybe you not to expect it. They pounce on it. They bounce on it. They get the ball back to start second half action.
Well, Elgin, I always want to call him Duncan, I think, because of red pants.
Yeah, they look like Lawton High, too. I mean, everybody. Carl Albert. You just pick your red, white schemes.
But if you had tried to call a fair catch there, they probably would have got kick interference again.
Yeah. Oh, because they were there. All right, so to start the second half, the Macarthur Highlanders will have possession right outside their own 41-yard line. Trips here on the near side. Gage Graham in the shotgun formation. Handoff. Hutchinson pushes the pile off tackle left and gets up to about the 45-yard line, gain of about 3.
Well, you got to pound the rock here in the set. You got to make sure they know we're coming at you with the run. And wear them down here in the second half.
Yeah, because then the things open up really in that fourth quarter. Another handoff, low dose, bulldozing his way up to about the 48-yard line.
Well, they bring a blitz there, and we run right by him. He didn't know it was coming.
Brings down a third down and 2. It's going to be a fake handoff. Oh, and that's picked off.
No,
it's dropped.
Thank
gosh. And he got his hand back in there. And it was either a catch or a Bo DeLong defensive play to knock that out.
I think Bo DeLong saved it.
Oh, Bo, right there. He got in there just at the right time and got that ball out of there.
4 down territory, evidently. The Highlanders did not brought Braden Brown in. So the Highlanders going to go for it on 4th down and a couple on the first series. It's going to lower his shoulder. He's going to get past in the secondary. That's going to be a 1st and 10. Move the chains right outside the 38-yard line. That's a gutsy call, but you want to have dominance to start the second half.
Well, I love that. The bottom line, he's smacking people on the rear end saying, go block your man 10 yards downfield.
Again, another dose for Hutchinson. And it's stopped after the gain of 2. And now Diaz will come in. No, 32. That's Diaz. Yep. So Diaz will come in. Hutchinson will go out on a second down, give him a breather.
And they're only running a 3-man front here, so you ought to be able to run the ball, but you got to reach. You got to get out to those linebackers.
Second down and 8.
You block a linebacker, you may go a long ways.
Well, they didn't do anything but get back to the original line of scrimmage. And it will bring up a third down. So the Highlanders go for it on a fourth down to cross inside Owl territory and brings up a third down and long. Graham in the shotgun formation, straight back to pass, looking downfield, going to throw for Dominic Collins, and it's pitch and catch at the 20-yard line.
That could have easily been a penalty there.
Well, he's tough. He got up. That's a big hit right there.
Because the other kid that
going to be a Tracy Green red zone opportunity, and
watch
there
this.
is
Watch it. I thought this has been open this has been open all year long. We just haven't done much of it.
Yeah. Got there with Dominic Collins and a downed Owl right outside the 15-yard line. So as they tend to him, they'll take a timeout. We'll do it with him. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We are celebrating.
Here at Pam and Barry's team, we've been helping you through the real estate process for more than 20 years.
We want to thank you for choosing our team to help you.
We sold our house at full asking price, and it took less than about a week to get our full asking price with Pam and Barry.
Don't go at it alone.
Let us handle it all here.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
So, applause from both sides. Get the young man up. Take him to take a look a little bit closer. But a great catch by Dominic Collins inside the red zone in a Tracy Green red zone, 580-284-9364, the 580 property lady.
Well, I really thought the last few weeks that play was there, and we finally throw it. But, man, he took a lick. But, boy, our guy got up and just acted like it stung, but I'm moving on.
Trips on the far side. Gage Graham in the shotgun formation. Oh, and they come quickly, and that was a nice hard count. Your center has to take a lick for it, but the sophomore says, I'll take it. That's 5 yards.
And the referee said, hey, he hit you, I know. Calm down.
Your center gets blown by.
And I think that's
Warner is.
I think that's Warner. And
yeah.
Warner saying, I'm going to pop you back. Just give me a second.
Trips on the far side, get a new play call. Gage Graham talks to his O-line, empty backfield.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, and then we whistle this one.
False start.
False start.
Because he moves towards the line of scrimmage, I think, too fast. Gosh, we're right back where we were.
Well, the yellow. I mean, it's like, what are we doing, guys? Go right back at it. First drive of the second half by the Macarthur Highlanders. It's going to be a handoff. Nothing fancy. Dashes his way down to about the 16-yard line. Got some great matchups, we said, tomorrow. I cannot wait. I'll be calling the Newcastle Tuttle game and Coweta and Del City, both on the Oklahoma Sports Network for Friday Night Lights. Gage Graham, fake handoff.
There he is.
Wide open, Bo DeLong to the 10, and then he'll get the first down pickup and step out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
Boy, this is a great drive. Other than a few penalties, Chris, we've been doing good.
Looking really good, looking comfortable right there.
Capped off with that fourth down, going for it to start second half action. Gage Graham, it's going to be a handoff. Hutchinson bounces his way down only to about the 5-yard line.
Well, it gets tougher to run down here because you realize everybody's within a 5-yard zone. They're not backing up much.
Gage Graham will quickly have two receivers here on the near side, back in the shotgun formation. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle. Hutchinson just
down
dashes his way down to the one.
Well, I like it.
That's 4 yards. I love it.
I love it.
Keep third down and goal.
Pound that rock.
Bringing in the heavy set. So.
Yep. Come in. Let's go. We're going to smash it down. We're coming at you. I like it.
Well, Hutchinson looking for his second touchdown tonight.
Bring the big ones in.
It's going to be a handoff to Hutchinson, and he will get to the goal line.
He's down to the inch.
Wow. It's fourth down and goal.
Go again. Let's go.
Right here. Gage Graham will quickly go to the line. Hutchinson next to his left. Getting loud at the 1 yard line. Hand up. Oh, it dives over and he coughs up the ball, and I think it's going to be a turnover on downs. I think he tried to elevate himself up over the pile, and this is going to be a turnover.
It's going to be a touchback because he fumbled it into the end zone.
Yeah.
They recover, so bring the ball out to the 20 for.
Wow. Well, and you saw that on the First Baptist instant replay, and you got stopped. Elgin Owls, look at that in replay. See, I think you have to have both hands on that ball. He tried to do a one-hop jump over to cross the goal line, and it didn't make it. So lower the shoulder and push it in. So breathe new life with the Elgin Owls, where this is kind of reminiscent from last week where you got down in this and you couldn't punch it in. So now Elgin will get the ball with a touchback right outside their own 20-yard line. First possession of the second half, right up the middle, and pushes up to about the 25-yard line. Missed opportunity for the Highlanders on the opening drive to start second half.
That was huge.
It just takes the wind out of your sails.
I mean, even if you get tackled right there, they got the ball on the 1 yard line.
That's what I thought. I thought just hang on to the football, drive your feet, and hope for the best.
I know he's a young man just trying to do something, but I know that's not scripted. They don't tell you to do that. Try to go airborne and do something. Fake handoff, rolling the far side of the field. Laura looking downfield, is going to throw this, overthrows, out of bounds, incomplete.
You see what I mean? He's just not comfortable.
Right. Well, he's just a sophomore yet, and so I know he's got the arm, but, he's got such a good run game. It's hard to get in a rhythm of pass.
Well, my team in high school, we threw the ball about 3 times a game, but usually 2 of them were touchdowns. I don't know how we got that lucky because I don't even think we practiced those plays. I'm not sure.
Well, it's a third down and short on the opening possession for the Elgin Owls. Laura back in the shotgun formation.
Big third down.
Handoff, and he will get to the first down marker right past the 31-yard line.
Would have been nice to stop that right there and make them punt.
Well, they extend the drive. This high battled contest where the Highlanders stopped at the 1, and this is reminiscent of last week against El Reno. 4 trips inside the 10 and could not come up with any points.
Well, that
was the difference in the game.
The defense got to muster it up here and hold them here.
First down in the shotgun. It's going to be a handoff stretch here to the near side, and he is taken back down at the 32-yard line.
That's a good play. They stretched it out. Before they were just killing us with that play, and Macarthur says not anymore.
Well, try to get outside. Second down and 10. You kind of want to get that offensive momentum back if you can get the ball back and a stop here.
We've been playing good defense. Just play your defense here. Play yours. Don't give up any penalties. Play just good football.
Laura, no, this is the direct snap to the freshman running back, and he will get stopped after he gains up to about the 37-yard line. So Ritzenmeyer, his first and last name, not like a last name, Ritzenmeyer.
Well, I like him. He's a freshman?
Freshman.
Oh, I like him. He's a good one.
They put him in a Wildcat, and all the coaches are going to say, we got to put up with this for 4 years? This is going to be the joke that 4 years later you're going to say, is that kid still playing? How come he hasn't graduated
yet?
Like
a guy from Kansas State.
Yeah, just back in the shotgun formation. Third down. Again, this is
big play.
He's going to be a halfback pass. Throwing that's going to be underthrown, and that's going to be incomplete. I know they're looking for a flag. There's none yet.
Well, they're finally letting them play. Just let them play. Let's look at it again. Let's just take one look.
Oh, I know the Elgin Owl fan base was not. Halfback pass from Ritzmeyer. And
there's nothing there.
Yeah,
you'd like for him to turn back and look for the ball, but he doesn't know when the ball's thrown.
Yeah.
Well, there's no face guarding in high school football anyway, so
no. And the receiver wasn't turning around trying to catch it until the very last second. It wasn't even near it.
We don't have any return men at all.
They're going
on a fourth down. Oh, they are going to go for it. So not punting. Going to go quickly to the line.
They're just going to wait.
Trying to see if they're going to try to get us to jump off sides. Laura,
that's all this is about.
We'll get a new play call. 9 seconds left to go.
That's all this is about. Don't move. They're going to call. They're going to call their timeout or take a 5-yard penalty and punt.
Yeah.
If I'm them, I'll take a 5-yard penalty.
There's the flag. They're going to take the 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm not wasting another timeout like I did in the first half.
He called the timeout.
No way.
Yep.
No way.
Yeah, he did. He called a timeout. So Elgin called a timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
The new season just dropped. Enter the Big Dinner Box from Pizza Hut. 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and wings all in one box. You'll run out of episodes before you run out of food. The Big Dinner Box, only from Pizza Hut. No one outpizzas the Hut.
Pizza Hut's stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one outpizzas the Hut.
All right, during the timeout, Elgin got called for a sideline warning, so no penalty. And that will be the last shot that got an earful from the Whitecaps. Going to go over and talk to the coach.
He's going to say, we've heard enough. If you start saying crazy stuff, this next one's going to cost you.
Well, in the punting formation now for the Elgin Owls, Whitecaps still talking to Mr. Chalmer. It's Chalmer Wyatt, head coach of the Elgin Owls.
And this white hat is he's actually pretty lenient because there's a lot of white hats that have been like, we have nothing else to talk about. Let's go.
Yeah, I've seen him where you want to come out. He said, no, you stay right there. We're not having a conversation.
Yeah, this is over.
But, yeah, they're letting that happen. Motion for the punt. Gets this one away. Shallow. And it's going to go out of bounds. So decent field position. It's going to go out right there.
What's the penalty about?
I'm not sure. I don't know what the flag's for, though.
Oh, so if the referee tripped over an Elgin player, then that's impeding, and they've already got a sideline warning. That will be a 15-yard penalty.
Oh, he's coming all the way out there with him. That's going to get you. You better get back.
We'll see. Okay, so that may not be what it's discussed. We'll find out here, but it's not. The ball went out of bounds, so Macarthur's going to get decent field position, but we're going to see what the Whitecap has to say.
Well, I was going to say, they've really been out on the white, way onto the field.
Yeah.
Their whole coaching staff, and that's really going to get you. But if you make contact with official,
yeah, I mean you can't run into it.
That's a no-no.
I've seen that in college, that's their lane.
Because they can get hurt because they're not looking at you.
They're going to wave it off. So they wave it off, 1st and 10, Highlanders, and that's going to be the end of it. So now the Highlanders, who stalled out on their first opening drive in the second half, got all the way to the 1-yard line, and then Hutchinson tried to put a one-handed leap over the pile. The ball gets tapped out of his hands into the end zone for a touchback. Elgin's Owls drive stalled out, and they punted. And now the Highlanders are only their second possession of the second half, halfway through the third quarter. Highlanders want to see what they can dial up here offensively. Battle of the Bands going on here. Welcome to Cameron Stadium. Got a man in motion. Thursday Night Football. Where else would you rather be? Hand off to Hutchinson. And, man, I'll tell you what, he pushes the pile, goes backwards, gets up to about the 48-yard line before he stopped. Gain of a couple. Man, they're
just
doing whatever he
can.
Right
down the field, and let's go score a touchdown here.
Yeah, there's nothing fancy about this. Just keep pounding the rock. They'll get set up. Gage Graham and company. Handoff again. Hutchinson off tackle. Gets past midfield.
Yeah, that's good. That's
about the 49-yard line.
What do you always say about my play calling? 3 yards in a cloud of dust. That wins games, though.
3rd down and 3. We need another 3 yards here, Jay. Can Hutchinson get his 3 yards and then some?
Right now.
Another handoff. Hutchinson. Spin move gets it. Gets the 1st down and more. Inside Owl territory. Right outside the 39-yard line.
1st down.
1st and 10. Move the chains. And quickly they see the defense. They're going to get spent because they're having to come back and they have to get lined up because we're ready to go. Ready for action. Got a man in motion. That's Bo DeLong. He'll go to the far side of the field. Picked up, straight back to pass. Looking downfield. Going to go to Dominic Collins, a little high, and there's a flag on the play.
That's a good call because they're going for the ball, and he hits him from behind. That's pass interference.
I know Elgin Owl fan base is not happy with the call, but yeah, you're right. Too much.
It's right. It's the right call. He's telling you can't go through him.
So they'll march that off.
He's got to have a chance to catch the football, and you can't go through him just because you want to.
And now the battle of the fans, of the boos and the applause, can kind of be told how this setup is right outside the 24-yard line, knocking at the door. Second opportunity in the second half. Want to punch this one in here for the Highlanders. Twins on the far side of the field. Got a man in motion coming to the near side. Gage Graham. Hand off to Hutchinson. Hutchinson delays, waits, gets the block, hits the hole, then down to about the 14-yard line. Oh, that's
21.
Harris. So Harris comes in and spells. So had one at the end of his jersey inside a red zone opportunity from Tracy Green. Run the clock.
Hit
Harris
the hole.
again.
Good
and he'll get down to about the 10-yard line. So Tracy Green, the 580 property lady, call 580-284-9364. Another red zone opportunity for the Macarthur Highlanders.
And Hutchinson comes back in. They're going to try to go again here pretty fast.
Hutchinson. Oh, they get down to about the 9.
Well, we need a touchdown here.
Oh, you got it. You got to do it. I mean, they can get down to about the 3-yard line to get a 1st and goal. So they're a 3rd down and 7. Gage Graham back in the shotgun formation. Looking to throw on the run. Going to turn, tuck, and then get out of bounds at about the 11. Does he get back to the original line of scrimmage?
No,
maybe not.
About
a yard loss.
Oh, got to kick a field goal here.
Well, he kicked a 30-yarder previously.
Man, we bogged
be a
down
27-yard field goal here. 27-yard field goal attempt. No, it's a 28-yard field goal attempt. It's right outside the 18. Here comes the field goal try. Ball down, kick up, kick on its way, and
good.
This kick is good.
Looking good.
That makes it 13-6. An interesting play right here. They get their final score, but just 4:47 left to go in the third. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. Our services are for everybody, from small businesses to contractors to construction companies and everyone in between. We are a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. We're Waste Solutions. Click or call today.
All right, so it's our scoring recap. It's brought to you by City National Bank, 4 locations in Lawton. Next level banking starts from your understanding your goals to coming up with creative solutions. They're here to help you navigate life's financial questions. City National Bank, that was a 9-play drive capped off by a 28-yard field goal to put 3 on the board to make it 13-6. Highlanders with just that lead. And the kickoff brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's. That's going to be kicked in the end zone for a touchback.
That's 2.
Man, that's great.
2. That's 2 in this game. And I don't know if it's because he kicks it to Altus or what, but whenever we're going that way, he kicks it out of the end zone.
Well, we'll take it, whatever you can get.
Because there ain't no wind. Well, there's a little bit of a wind. Every now and then there's a little gust, but I don't think it's much.
Great night for football. You talk about wind. A little bit of chance of rain tomorrow. Got some great games in action. Number 1, Coweta takes on Del City at Del City for senior night. Also in 4A, a big clash with Newcastle and Tuttle. You can catch those on the Oklahoma Sports Network, also on Facebook Live and on YouTube. Trips on the far side of the field. Back in the shotgun formation.
Watch the sweep.
Laura.
Counter back this way.
It's a handoff, boy, and he's got miles to run. Lund on the run and the move.
Oh, that's got to be a block in the back. It's
Back
got to be
over
blocked
to
in
the
the back.
30-yard line, and what a Lund run down outside, knocking at the door of the Highlanders 30. This is what he did in the first half.
Watch here, there's a block in the back halfway in this play, and I mean seriously a block in the back.
Oh, yeah, right there at the exchange. Well, they missed an opportunity at a yellow. Elgin knocking at the door. Going to be a handoff coming to the near side of the field. We had a missed tackle, almost a strip, and then down at the 22-yard line. You got to better settle down, defense. Flag on the play.
Do you see something, Chris?
I just seen the flag go up. I'm not sure what he's calling.
Illegal substitution against the Highlanders. So we're trying to sub out, and we got caught. Too many men.
Well, we're gonna have to short up a little bit here because those were really big holes to run through. I mean, you just have your pick right there. So we gotta get back to filling the gaps like we were on the last series.
Yeah, that was just a counter. That first play was a counter with the kid, and he's got a huge hole there.
Nip and tuck opportunities. Had a waste out on the 1-yard line for the Macarthur Highlanders in the opening drive in the second half. Tried to go up over the pile, threw one hand up, got the ball stripped, went in the end zone for a touchback. Owls didn't get anything out of it. Highlanders marched it back down the field to get a field goal and to make it 13-6. Whitecap discussing something here with
they're going to decline this.
Illegal substitution. They're going to decline that. We're going to get back to take the opportunity. Owls knocking at the door right outside a red zone opportunity outside the Highlander 23. Want to make something happen defensively. Laura, handoff, skates with a defender, makes a man miss, and then we got a flag in the play again.
I'm pretty sure we got a hold right there.
That's got to be a hold, yeah, because he dragged him all the way to the ground.
Yep. And that will be a drive killer. Stall out something, so that gives a little bit of defensive breathing room as they were punching it down to about the 15-yard line. Spot foul, mark it off 10. That's First Baptist East instant replay, and we'll mark this back out as they'll put that back all the way to the – keep marching back, boys. He's got to mark that out where the flag was. Right outside the –
that's a huge penalty.
36-yard line.
And this can be second
or
down.
34-yard line. So right outside the 34. Second down for the Elgin Owls. 4:18 left to go here in quarter number 3.
Same thing coming the other way.
Oh, and then he squeaks past the linebacking core. Gets down to about the 26-yard line trying to make up all of that negative yards back up in a hurry. So the 3rd down and 18 makes it a 2nd down and about, or a 3rd down and about 11.
Well, you know you're in 2-down territory.
We got Dominic Collins coming off the field hurt.
Being told that it's a great game, and they say, I hope it beats the storms west of us. So I think there's some storms coming.
Yeah, it looked awful.
So we got to get in that 4th quarter, and we got a down Highlander.
That's Dominic Collins.
Okay, so we'll take a timeout. Be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hey there, I'm Trent Logan. Just so happens, I like to sell houses the fancy way. Hello, here for paint night.
Sit down, Trent.
That ready? What's the deal? You guys didn't bring your own gear? I'm so dadgum fancy. When I do art and stuff, I don't even have time to take a break. Tender me, babe. You know, you can buy or sell your house with any realtor, but if you want to do it the fancy way, call me. Cheers.
In this day and age, insurance companies are everywhere. Most online with nothing but an app to tell you what's going on. That's where we're different. I'm Scott Watson with Legacy Insurance Group. We are a local team with smiling faces and firm handshakes. We are independent, which helps ensure you are getting the best rate always. We're here in person with a phone in our hands, ready to help you anytime.
Scott Watson, Legacy Insurance Group. Click or call today.
All right, back to action as Dominic Collins walks off under his own power. Got a man in motion. Coming to the near side of the field. Laura. It's going to be a handoff, stretch play. Puts his hand out, gets run down at about the 24-yard line.
They got lucky. They didn't almost get a hold there again out here on the outside.
Well, that's going to bring up a 4th down now and about 8.
Yeah. Eric, they got to go. I mean,
yeah, 4-down territory. Yeah, you're not going to do anything here. Unless you have a field goal kicker. I mean, I don't know what their kicker's like, but doesn't look like they're going to go with that option. Instead, Laura in the shotgun formation. Straight back to pass, looking downfield. It's going to heave-ho in the end zone, and there's a little bit of just bumping and running, and that's going to be it. Turnover and downs.
That's a good job. Good defense there.
Well, you got the design that you want. You didn't get the penalty or the touchdown, so a turnover and downs. Highlanders capitalize. Now you still got to turn these into points.
Well, and that ball wasn't that close to be caught. I mean, it wasn't like there was a jump ball they were going to go get.
Oklahoma Sports Network can see all the games. Also, Magic 95 is doing all of the home games at Cameron Stadium.
3:03 left to go here in the third quarter, trying to keep an eye on the sky for the storms that are hitting heavy rain and thunder and lightning right outside of Altus coming this way. We knew that there was going to be rain in the forecast for a Friday edition. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. It's really nice temperature, 61 degrees here with 3 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Back in the shotgun formation. It's going to be a handoff. Wico outside the corner, 30, 32, and then upended there is Hutchinson.
Like, we can run a sweep.
If you want to get outside the corner, we'll try that too.
We'll get 9 yards on that.
9-yard pickup from Hutchinson. Going around the edge here on the near side of the field.
Up the gut.
Hutchinson, boy, he waits, delays, just waits for a block or two.
Didn't he?
Gets the first down, stops the clock until they move the chains up to about the 40-yard line.
Once he sticks it, though, he hits the hole.
The junior making an impact here in the get-go late of the third quarter. Waits again, and he'll get down or get up to around the 42-yard line with 2:29 left to go here in quarter number 3. Hutchinson with another carry.
Well, I really feel like we can run the sweeps on them.
I do too.
We'll see that an opportunity. In between the tackles, Hutchinson again gets up to about the 46-yard line at the 2:09 mark here of the third quarter. Your Pam and Barry third quarter. We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job. Gage Graham in the shotgun formation, motions. Now the snap.
There should be a hole. There should be a hole.
And that's going to be another first down.
They were blitzing from both sides on the corners trying to stop a sweep.
Harris,
it didn't happen.
Harris comes in to spell Hutchinson, and that's the deal. We have not seen Diaz a while. Harris is, and of course Diaz has got his hands full with linebacking core duties. But you're at midfield. Half of a field to work with.
Now's the sweep.
Stretch play right now with a Harris. Stiff arm, and then he's going to go out of bounds. He's going to step out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. Maybe 47.
2 yards.
Yeah, 47-yard line. Just gain a couple. Maybe just one. Second down and 9.
To the short side. It's hard to get it.
Harris had the initial surge and then got stuck there as he only passed down to about the 44-yard line with 1:27 left to go. Third down and about 6. Want to pick up a first down to move the chains here. Let's see what they can dial up. Hutchinson going around the edge in the corner, and then, he just kind of lost his balance. As you saw, he went for the legs outside the 42-yard line. 4 down. Remember, we went for it 4th down back over on the other side of things. You'll think you're going to go here.
I'm definitely going.
4th down and 3. Gage Graham tries for the hard count. Nobody moves, gets a new play call from the sideline. Gage Graham, handoff, Oh, keep pushing.
Push.
Oh, I think he's about,
He's short.
depending on the spot.
I think he's about a half an inch short or
No,
something.
he's short by about a half. But
Okay.
well, they're gonna. Looks like there's gonna.
I think
down
it's
the
just.
field.
I think it's just a little short.
Yeah, it looks it. They're going to time out for a measurement.
No, he's about. Looks like he's about half a yard
But
short.
I think you're right.
Because you got to get past the, or at least past the 38, and he's not there.
Well, very physical. An Elgin Owl team with only got a down Elgin Owl, so they're tending to him. And so they tend to him. We'll take a timeout with him. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
So they stretch out the chains after the injury, and it's short for the Highlanders. Turnover on downs.
Play defense. Let's go.
Well, you got 12 minutes and 47 seconds until you have the winner of this setting themselves in district play. Elgin Owls try to set themselves up with a big matchup at Elgin to take on the Midwest City Bombers for first place. Macarthur Highlanders, if they want to try to get a win today, to try to stay in second. Laura's got a screen pass to the far side of the field, gets some blockers out in front, gets up to about the 44-yard line, and the clock will roll at the 35 seconds left to go before we end three quarters. Second down and about 5.
Well, we need some Mac magic, baby. We need a little something. We need a pick 6. Let's go.
Call it for it. 20 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Laura in the shotgun formation, got a man in motion, going to ride the sweep, and that is stuck right there at the 42-yard line, and that should end three quarters in the books. No one will call timeout. I always got to wait. 3, 2, 1. It is officially in the books. 3 quarters of play, 13-6. Mac leads. We'll be back right after this with the fourth and final period on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Well, for those enjoying it on Facebook Live, on YouTube, and on the network, download our free app. Watch on the go. Watch at home on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Your fourth quarter brought to you by Comanche Home Center. Number 2, Southwest C Avenue. Comanche Home Center been helping Lawton in Southwest Oklahoma build and grow since 1967. The area's leading building material supplier for professionals to do-it-yourselfers. Comanche Home Center. Number 2, Southwest C Avenue.
Big third down, Eric. Big third down.
Yep, to start the fourth quarter.
Hold them here, and they're going to punt.
Third down and 7. Laura will have trips here on the near side of the field. Whistle the play to start the final 12 minutes. It's the fake reverse going to the other side of the field, and we stayed at home, and the tackle back at the 40-yard line.
That's a great job.
Nice design play call. You know, you try to do the misdirection, and it brings up a 4th down and 7. And a punting situation for the Owls.
Great
Dominic
job.
Collins,
Great
glad to
job
see
defense.
after him going out, he is the return man, so he's back in action.
Great job defense. That was what a defensive stand, though.
It's what the doctor ordered. Now you got to march it down, 5-minute drive, and punch it off with points. But it takes the drive effort. punt it away. Dominic Collins has to backpedal. He'll catch it on the bounce at the 10, taken to the 15, to the 20, and then tight ropes about the 25-yard line.
Did you see that?
What a big return right there.
Well, let's see that in instant replay in the First Baptist East instant replay.
He was saying,
do I take it? Oh, I got to take it.
And then do you think I'm thin? Watch how thin I am. Watch how thin. I'm going to be thin. Watch me be thin.
You got to down Elgin Owl, too. They're attending to him.
He gets the ball all the way to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, I mean,
catches
and that's after a one-hop bounce.
Catches that about the 10.
Well, I mean, he thought, okay, if I let this go, it may not make it to the end zone, so I better do something.
I better try something.
And he did.
But that's just I
guess they're going to still tend to the young man that's out of bounds. And so if they do, we'll take a timeout and be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Do you have questions about your retirement? As a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, Waugh, Lavender & Associates can help. With the exclusive Confident Retirement approach, you'll work one-on-one with an advisor to develop a retirement roadmap to help get you where you want to go. Call us today.
All right, back here at Cameron Stadium, 11:13 left to go in the fourth and final period. 13-6, Highlanders lead with the ball after stopping the Elgin Owls back in the shotgun formation. Heavy dose as Bo DeLong goes to the far side of the field. Stretch play here on the near side. He's got some room. Makes a man miss into the secondary. Still in the 40, 45. Keeps his feet churning and turning up to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10. Move the chains.
Maybe we just need to break a long one.
Like to have it. Haven't seen that one in a while. As Harris is getting the rock. Toting it, fresh legs. Gets down to about the 45-yard line. Past midfield, inside Owl territory.
Score here, and you got them where you want them. They're going to have to do things they don't want to do.
Well, that's what you got to do right here. Keep it up. Harris, get the first down. And now, get back with Hutchinson will come back in.
I'll come back and carry that rock for a bit.
It's good when you can get a 1-2 punch.
Uh-oh.
Low snap. Barely gets to Hutchinson, and Hutchinson makes lemonade out of lemons. Down to the 38-yard line. Clock continues to roll. 10:31 left to go here in this contest. Senior night here at Cameron Stadium. A Friday game moved to Thursday because of lack of officials. That was scheduled way off when they knew that was going to happen. Hutchinson gets down to about the 36-yard line, and that's about it.
That's what I said. Where's my guy?
He's coming in.
All right, let's go. That's who I'm running. Let's go.
So Diaz will come in.
I'm coming right at you, big three, man. Let's go.
3rd down and 5. No, they're going to fake, and that's going to be a pass.
Wide open.
And that's going to be a pitch and catch to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, move the chains.
Pushki, what a call.
That's going over to Bo DeLong.
You bring your big guy in, they all think you're going to hand it to him. You say, no, I'm slinging it.
Yeah. Had to capture that little bit low. 1st and 10. Now you towed it. Down to the 20-yard line. Ground and pound.
That's what you thought was coming. But
inside the red zone again from Tracy Green. For your real estate needs, call the 580 Property Lady, 284-9364. Another handoff. Ooh, boy, he's hit and collided and taken backwards. Oh, that's dangerous for a flag.
Yeah, you threw his head to the ground.
Yep.
You're asking for trouble.
So it brings up a 3rd down and about 3.
I'm running outside.
Quickly. Oh, makes that, and then he just
well,
luckily got the first down, but he tripped the little turf.
Yeah, he said
the turf tackle.
That turf,
and he says,
turf tackle, you run up and grab
me. And that hurt. He kind of went down, and Hutchinson's going to come back in.
And he says that. Plus, it's a little bit embarrassing. You're like, oh. Chris,
Yeah.
Chris,
Well,
have you ever fell down on one of those before?
Oh, I think I have once. So I tell you what, when you have a hurt ankle and they clip you right there at the ankle, it does hurt.
Yeah.
And we need him on defense too. So
yeah, what a hard run though, man. He ran hard.
1st and 10 right outside the 17-yard line. 9:14 left to go here in this contest. Gage Graham in the shotgun formation. Handoff.
Hit the hole.
Oh, he didn't get to the hole. Gets tackled at about the 15-yard line as Hutchinson's taken down there. About a loss of a yard. Down at the 9-minute mark and counting.
They're playing man-to-man on the outside. I think I can throw the football here.
They've opened that up. It's going to be a stretch play as Hutchinson, and then he cuts back. Gets down to about the 12-yard line. So here we go again. Trying to pick up. You get what you needed.
Field goal. Third down. It's not fourth down. No, we're not field goaling yet.
It's 3rd down and 7.
I'm so sick of not making it. So
Gage Graham in the shotgun formation.
They're
that's whistled.
offsides.
That's going to be off. Should be offside.
They're going to call false start.
False start.
Golly.
Shoot yourself in the foot. So now you got to dial up a pass play. They got to get down to about the 7-yard line to get a 1st and 10 or a 1st and goal. So it brings up a 3rd down and 12. Unless you can get a penalty on them.
I think you want to roll Gage Graham out and see if he can throw something. If not, tell him to run it.
Yeah, kind of like what he did in that first half.
Yep.
I'd like to see him pull it and run.
I do too.
Straight back to pass, and now he's going to run around the corner. He's going to throw, and that's going to be incomplete.
That's okay.
Well,
I don't know if you're going to try a field goal here. I think you try another down.
Well, I'll tell you, the wind's blowing pretty good down here. It's kind of just, whipping across here, so I don't know if I'd trust it against the wind.
No, it's 4-down territory. I think they're keeping Gage Graham in. 4th down and 12.
And we can't see how windy it is down there, but you do see every now and then the flags moving.
And the storm is coming from the west. Gage Graham in the shotgun formation on a big 4th down here. Straight back to pass, looking outfield. He's going to throw and almost intercepted. And a turnover on downs as the Elgin Owls escape. And the drama continues at the 8-minute mark here of this 4th quarter.
Neither team has a quarterback that can really stick it where it needs to be. You lead that play right there, and he's open. But we throw the ball behind him and almost get a pick. Vic's ready for all the kids to go home.
Yeah. So, Trace Laura back in the shotgun formation. Handoff.
Stay outside. Good job.
Already containing that.
That ain't working.
Weather
no
watch.
more.
A little bit of light rain going to be hitting the west side of Lawton here pretty
quick.
soon.
That's why it's got to hurry.
The heavy stuff is just past Altus, so not really quite getting to Snyder yet, but it's heading this way.
But all you need is one little lightning strike or one little boom.
Yeah, I know.
We'll be here till midnight.
I know.
Or later.
So we're at 7:35 left to go in this 4th and final
Coming
period.
right back. It's the same play. Same counter. Good job.
Gets up to about the 24-yard line. Clock will continue to roll, and it brings up a 3rd down and about 4.
And as a coach, you're thinking here, okay, I've got to make this 1st down or they're going to make me punt again. I'm in a punting situation.
Well, in the defense, you want to swarm and get that stop.
I'm watching for something up the middle. Remember, that's the only play that's really gotten them anything. That one play where they took off. Be careful on that.
Feel that cool wind before the storms as they're coming. Laura straight back to pass, looking outfield, gets that one to throw. Lund, and it's a solo catch. That's going to be 1st down up to about the 35-yard line.
They get their 1st down.
No, it's Adesolo. So Michael Adesolo gets the catch. 1st and 10, move the chains.
Good call. Good pitch and catch.
So a little bit by air by Trace Laura. Back in the shotgun formation with 6:36 left to go here in the 4th and final period.
Counter.
Makes one man miss. Now he's off to the races. Dives at his feet to the 50-yard line. Another 1st and 10, move the chains.
It's the same counter. He just gets free.
He gets free on that one. And Ritzenmeyer just be able to spring loose as the freshman gets the 1st and 10. 6:21 left to go. Almost getting down to the halfway mark of this 4th and final period. 13-6, Macarthur leads. Elgin on the march right outside the Highlander 48-yard line. Laura, handoff.
Big play. Right
Run.
here.
Good job. Right at the 50, a loss of a couple.
Chris, I like to see those darting players as they're coming in just full speed ahead to try to knock that ball out.
I'm definitely going to strip right now. I'm trying to put my helmet on it or grab it.
Yep.
2nd and 11, 5:45. The drama continues here at Cameron Stadium, Week 8. Thursday night football in Class 5A. Laura, handoff. Dances his way down to about the 46-yard line, and that will bring up a 3rd down and long.
You'll give that. Now it's 3rd down. Watch for the counter. It's coming.
3rd down and 8, 5:18. Clock continues to roll.
And they've been running a counter really without anybody pulling sometimes, and that's kind of been something we're not used to yet.
A lot on the line right here in this district matchup between these two. Got a man in motion going to the far side of the field. Laura on a blitz, and is coming and going to be thrown, and that's just going to be incomplete. He had to throw on that because he was going to be pasted.
Hey, Reffitt called up the right play here. He says, hey,
corner blitz.
You're not standing back here all day.
Yep.
And,
so
the young guy got happy feet, throw is crazy.
Yep. Came unblocked. And luckily he didn't do a late hit.
It's like, hello, baby.
4th down and decision time. Are they going for it?
I thought they were going to try to sneak the back out of the backfield on that last play.
They're going for it. So no punting situation here for the Owls. 4th down and 8. Want to try to get a turnover on downs.
Same pass.
Laura,
bring the same
back to pass.
Oh, he caught it.
And this is a catch. And he's drugged down. So he says, let's go back to it again. Laura finds the receiver, Michael Adesola, again. Inside the red zone, knocking at the door to try to tie this one up.
Well, they're kind of trying to pick on Jordan here a little bit because they're coming across there and trying to see if they can get away from him.
4:48. They went back to the exact play and this time converted. Laura on a 4th down and going for it.
Oh,
we missed it. We missed the tackle in the backfield, and he's going to push the pile down to about the 10-yard line. Needs to get down to about the 8 to get the 1st and goal with 4:27 left to go here in this contest. A lot of substitutions coming in and out. This is gut check time, boys.
Time for a stunt, a big hit, and a fumble.
That's right. There it is.
Filled the hole right outside the 12, and that's going to be a loss of yards.
And you know you're in 2-down territory, so because a field goal don't do them no good.
Yep, so 3rd down and 5. 3:55 left to go, and you say that, this is the time is going to be a factor too.
Well, if you hold them here and Elgin's already used a timeout,
yeah,
what do we talk about?
Yeah. Time management.
So 3rd down about 4, 5.
So 3rd and 5, Laura back in the shotgun formation. It's going to be a handoff, stiff arm.
Get him right
gets
there.
One, and then he finally gets tackled at about the 9-yard line. He needs to get down to about the 8, so 4th down and 1. This is your 4th down of the ball game, folks. More than likely with 3:19 left to go. Clock continues to roll. Macarthur needs a stop. Elgin needs to extend the drive. They quickly come to the line. Laura back in the shotgun formation. Quarterback keeper Laura, he's going to push the pile, and Laura will keep going, and he will go, and he will cross and score, and that will be a touchdown for the Elgin Owls. So the sophomore quarterback takes it on his shoulders, and Laura punches it in for the 6th and the most important PAT coming up.
Do you go for 2?
Well, if you're on the road, I think maybe you do. Try to get this one, but Laura, not to be denied, gets the score to tie this one up. And the PAT that was blocked
Be careful.
in the second quarter.
Make sure he kicks
opportunity coming up to try to tie this one up.
Sure, he kicks it.
The motion, ball down, kick up, kick on the way, and this kick is good. We are all tied up at 13 apiece. Don't you go anywhere. We've got 2:56 left to go in this one. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Whitehead Plumbing, our mission is to be a leading full-service plumbing contractor. We have dedicated over 20 years perfecting our expertise in Southwest Oklahoma with our craftsmanship and customer service. Whether you have a water, sewer, or gas line that needs to be replaced or repaired, you can always count on us to be there. We offer free estimates and have 24/7 emergency services available. We'll work around the clock and are committed to providing our customers with impeccable services. Call Whitehead Plumbing today for all your plumbing needs.
All right, back here as we are all tied up. Trace Laura does it with his motor skills in the end zone for 6. The PAT is good, and we're tied up. And how bad was that missed opportunity for the Highlanders on the 1-yard line when you tried
We've
to...
had so many opportunities. We drove the ball all the way down the field, down inside the 10
how about we did with the El Reno game last week with a 99-yard kickoff return? How about that? Wayne's kickoff. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's. Everybody glued to this one, and we're trying to ride out a potential rainstorm that is heading this way that's probably right outside of Snyder, heading to Cache, heading this way. Ball teed up at the 40-yard line with 2:56 left to go in this contest, unless we go into overtime. Chipped short to the 20, 25, 30. Hold on to the ball. They're going to try to strip it, and they'll say down at the 30-yard line.
Good.
And that was
good job.
A return for the Highlanders coming up from
Number
Johnson.
44.
Sir Reggie Johnson. Okay, so you've got a 2-minute drill right here.
Yeah,
Get an opportunity to dump it in for a touchdown.
You don't have to do anything to change your game plan. You got 2 minutes and 51 seconds.
You got all 3 timeouts.
You've got time.
But you got to keep extending drives. That's the thing. Senior night, Cameron Stadium, all packed out, both sides, with the anxiety can be felt here on the north and south side stands here at Cameron Stadium. Macarthur with the ball, Gage Graham in the shotgun formation. It's going to be a reverse. And
there's the
flag on the play comes down about the 32-yard line. We'll check out what this flag is. Bo DeLong going on the far side of the field. Check this one out. I don't know.
Arthur's thinking it's on them, but he comes up from behind.
Really tightly contest. It's a holding against the Highlanders. Going back in the wrong direction, fellas. 2:45 left to go in an all tied up ball game. And you're going in the wrong direction. You need a big play now. Maybe from a senior, such as Gage Graham, make a big play of his high school career with trips here on the near side. Gage Graham in the shotgun formation. He's going to come out, look to throw, stop, and he's going to be sacked right outside the 11-yard line. So bad goes to worse for the Highlanders. Smelling the blood in the water is the Elgin Owls. They're chomping at the bit to get the ball back with 2:24 left to go in this one. And it's a second down and forever. Gage Graham in the shotgun formation.
Run the football.
Out to Bo DeLong, stiff arm, and that's it. Gets only back up to about the 14-yard line, and it's a third down. We're going to give you everything short, third down and long. You gotta, but you know what? If you don't have the pass protection to heave-ho, you don't have time to set up for a 30-yard pass.
You just need to throw a 10 or 15-yarder and get somebody free.
Yeah, that's what you got to go for here, trying to get it back. And Braden Brown going to have to punt back deep in his own territory with 1:41 left to go.
We're going to let this run down.
Down to 11 seconds left to go on the play clock. Down to 9. Gage Graham in the shotgun. It's going to be a handoff. Trying to stretch around the corner. Hit and taken about the 15-yard line. extracurricular here. No flag on the play. Hutchinson only gets back up to about the 15-yard line. And Elgin calls a timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Battle-tested and prepared to uphold the rule of law. District Judge Scott Metters, a lieutenant colonel in the Army Reserve, earned a Bronze Star for service, 26 years legal experience, 5 years on the bench. Re-elect District Judge Scott Metters.
All right, back here at Cameron Stadium, the light rain starting to come in at Cameron Stadium. We'll see if that's a factor with 1:21 left to go. A 4th down for the Highlanders as they've got stopped. Braden Brown will have to punt this one away for his life, and Elgin will have the ball after being down 13-6 at the half.
You got to make sure you get this ball off.
Braden Brown will be at the 3-yard line. The return men will be at their 40.
Big protect here. Big protect.
Braden Brown with the motion. It's a short punt. It hits and gets right at the 30-yard line. 1:12 remaining. Elgin has set themselves up in the best position to go ahead with the go-ahead touchdown with 1:12 left to go here in this contest. All tied up at 13 apiece, unless your defense can dial it up and get some kind of turnover. But the momentum has definitely shifted over to the Elgin Owl in their favor. Coming off with a going for it 4th down. Trace Laura trying to settle down the crowd. Oh, that was a freshman punter. So Braden Brown did not punt. I get standing corrected. Gets down about the 30-yard line, and now you're not playing for overtime.
But, Chris, I think they are.
They're playing for overtime because it's a minute left.
They're thinking we can do this in overtime.
Well, because you're only at the 10-yard line,
well, yeah.
And they've stopped us before.
It's kind of hard to believe they're thinking that right now.
48 seconds remain.
I think they're going to go for some here.
Well, yeah, Trace Laura is going to
hands
throw.
up.
One-on-one, he's got a wide open. It is caught. And that is a catch. Touchdown, Elgin Owls. You've got to see this one to believe it. Outstretched hands. The crowd goes nuts on the south side of Cameron Stadium with 37 seconds left to go. And a 6. Trace Laura connects to the corner. Touchdown, Elgin.
Wow, what a pass.
What a catch.
We just got beat. I mean, he just runs by us.
And 19 on the board, and the PAT coming up. A stunned Macarthur crowd. Ball down, kick up, kick on its way, and this kick is good.
Hey, I'll tell you what, he's completed 3 good passes in this last quarter.
Yeah, Trace Laura, when we talked about that, it really connected. The sophomore has really done his job. They go up 20-13 with 37 seconds left to go in this one. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others. Join the fight.
Well, 37 seconds remain in this one. 20-13, Elgin goes with the first lead of since the second quarter after they had that touchdown and went up 6-3. Kickoff spots are brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's before and after the game. 37 seconds remain as Laura goes to his go target, Adesola, stretched out. You'll get to see that on replay if you want to go back and watch that on archives. It's worth watching again. And they're going to kick this one end over end, and it's going to be fielded at the 15. Now taken to the 20. Still up in the middle of the pile to the 30. Dominique Collins, off to the corner at the 35-yard line, but took some time off the clock. 32 seconds left to go to try to tie this one up to send it into overtime. So your seniors on senior night, let's see what Gage Graham and company can dial up. But it's not going to be in the run game. You have all 3 timeouts. Only 30 seconds remain. Actually 32 to be exact.
If Elgin wins this game, their head coach Wyatt, he is going to be the president of Elgin. Because they're going to think he is whatever he wants to be.
Right.
They'll name the school after him after this. It'll be over. I mean, going to 8-1 when just a few years ago they didn't even they could barely win a game.
Well, and they'll play Midwest City for the district title next week in Elgin. That should be a rocking time.
Be a fun one to watch, wouldn't it?
You can watch it here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Macarthur will be traveling to take on the Noble Bears. Gage Graham, desperation time. 70 yards, 65 yards in which to tie this one up. Twins, near side, far side, straight back to pass. Looking outfield, comes out of the pocket, under duress, has to throw, on the run, gets a pitch and catch, and they'll take him. They'll have to call a timeout.
We got to get out of bounds.
You got to get out of bounds.
And
you got to catch that and get straight out of bounds.
Yep, and he didn't get out of bounds, but they'll have to call one of their timeouts with 20 seconds remaining.
Well, your goal here, obviously, is to score, but your goal is to get so that if you need to throw it in the end zone, you have a chance.
Yeah.
You need another.
We'll keep it here.
You need another 15, 20 yards before you have that opportunity.
Those are watching on Facebook and on YouTube Live, a classic, an instant classic. This will be up on archive. You'll get to watch it on Facebook anytime. You can watch it on YouTube anytime. Then on the network, it'll take about an hour until we load this one up.
Well, Elgin's taken every bit of opportunity they can on every time Macarthur's made a mistake.
Well, and the thing is, you go back to, you don't play the what-if game, but, you were on the 1-yard line, you'd still be, you'd be in a tie ball game right now. That was to tie it. But now your backs are against the wall on your own 42-yard line with 20 seconds left to go. Gage Graham, everybody on their feet, trying to cheer on their team in week number 8 on Thursday Night Football. Straight back to pass. Looking outfield. Pocket collapses. Looking on the run. And it's going to be thrown, underthrown, incomplete. 14 seconds remain. Well, whatever you've practiced, we've tried the one trick play today that went down because it took too long to set up. But you've got 2 plays really in your back pocket. It's 3rd and 4 with 14 seconds left to go. Gage Graham, back to work, back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket on the run. It's going to throw, and that's just going to be underthrown. Gage Graham could not connect, and it's going to bring a 4th down in 9 seconds. Here's the.
I got to throw the hook and ladder or something. You
got to do something because that straight pattern ain't working.
No. So your final. And the Macarthur Islanders, who've lost 2 in a row, Midwest City and then to El Reno, find themselves in a pickle down 20-13 to the newly Elgin Owl 5A football team that's going to be here for the next few years to deal with a young team primarily. Gage Graham with the shotgun formation, straight back to pass. Going to pass this one off. And he's going to get out of bounds with 4 seconds left to go. Crosses midfield, and this is the heave-ho in the end zone. Try your best. I don't think he can get it to the end zone. But
you needed about 10 more yards, but you didn't have time.
So they take a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
All right, setting this one up with 4 seconds left to go. Macarthur down by 6, 20-13, trying to tie this one up with a Hail Mary, miracle of all miracles. Trips here on the near side of the field. Last play of the ball game, unless it's an Elgin defensive foul. Then it will be one untimed down like we saw right before the half, and this is whistle dead, false start. False start against the Highlanders, so bad to worse. On senior night, capitalized on a really great game.
Man, well,
hard fought between these two.
It's been a good game. This is really, they need to put one more second back on. Doesn't really matter, but.
Trips here on the near side, back to pass, back to work. Gage Graham going to heave ho and throw into coverage, and that is going to be incomplete, and that's going to be the ball game. And the Elgin Owls storm the field. The 5A, newly 5A Elgin Owls take the Macarthur Highlanders on senior night here at Cameron Stadium. Motions run high. Congratulations to the Elgin Owls. They will be fighting for a district championship next week against the Midwest City Bombers. They come back with a fourth down going for it to extend that drive.
Absolutely.
And then a pass to the end zone to say, we'll try our luck at it. They get the touchdown, the PAT, and they win. 20-13 is your final. We'll be back to wrap things up. Got our player of the game. We'll do that right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to showing your loved ones you care, you need the best. A Better Design Flowers and Gifts is under new ownership, and we're proud to be serving the people of Southwest Oklahoma. Our talented florists are committed to building the most beautiful floral arrangements, as well as providing superior customer service. We service all types of events, from weddings to funerals, just because gifts, and of course, holidays. We're also a veteran-owned company. Click, call, or come by today. We'd love to show you a better design.
Well, a fantastic game if you're just a neutral fan of just good football. You saw one here at Cameron Stadium. Unlike if you're a Macarthur Highlander fan, very disappointed. 3 losses in a row, starting with the Midwest City Bombers, then followed up with El Reno. You stubbed your toe last week, tried to recover here at home at senior night, and come up empty to the hot blazing Elgin Owls with only 1 loss on the season. They go to 8-1, and they'll take on the Midwest City Bombers at home next week. We'll have our player of the game here shortly, and Chris will get that after we have the Highlander fight song played. Thursday night, this game was moved to Thursday because of lack of officials. So our hats off to trying to schedule those around, and this would have been a Friday night under the lights game, but we survived the rain and the heavy storms, and luckily we got through that.
Both of these teams played their hearts out tonight. With adversity, with penalties, with anything. We've had it all.
Yeah.
And you got to take your hats off to Elgin.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about it. We're going to go our player of the game. It's from First National Bank with 10 locations across Oklahoma, specializing in small middle market lending and providing the best banking services to our customers, from mortgages to agricultural lending. They're here to grow with you and be your bank for life. 702 Northwest Sheridan Road. Caden Tabatama, the senior on senior night. Chris Burke, you've got him live for our player of the game.
Okay, and I know it's an emotional night for you, and tough loss, really tough loss. It was a great game. You played a great game. You're the Oklahoma Sports Network player of the game, and I just want to, thank you for your efforts tonight.
Appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, it was a real hard-fought game, but, a lot of mistakes were made. It wasn't just one thing or one player. We could have done a lot of things different, but, I really appreciate the fight we got tonight, and, just got to move forward.
Well, I agree. It looked like y'all really fought hard, had a lot of spirit tonight, and we really appreciate you and all the work you put in, and just get these guys on for a win next week.
All right, appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, player of the game. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. It's Caden Tabanamon as he walks out, that senior. We're at a class act, and, you hate to see these seniors go. And, you got to regroup one more time to say, guys, the season isn't over. Well, you have playoffs in front of you if you can just go and beat Noble, but that's going to not be an easy task. Noble beat Elgin, by the way.
Yeah.
And that's their only loss this season.
But I'm going to tell you, Macarthur had a chance 2 times inside the 10 to score and just couldn't get it done. And offensively, you got to fix that. You got to work on your red zone offense to say, we got to find some plays that get us in the end zone. And, one is we're sticking the ball out over the end of the end zone.
Yeah, that was. I think that was just a young man trying.
It was. He's just thinking, I'm just trying. I just got to stick it across there, and that's all I got to do.
That's not designed or planned,
But I'm not embarrassed by the loss.
No. I mean, it's.
I hate
certainly
it.
Not.
I hate it, but I don't.
I'm
not embarrassed by it.
Show what you've got right here between the schedule. As the Highlanders got rolling, they lost a Lawton High. They got regrouped. They beat Duncan, Altus, Ardmore, and then the losses piled up. 37-14 against Midwest City. The heartbreaker last week, 32-29 over El Reno, and now this heartbreaker on senior night, 20-13 against the Elgin Owls, who go to 9-1.
Yeah, and
one loss in the season.
But who would have thought?
I know.
And not only that, you feel sad for the seniors here because we won't be playing here again this year.
Right, that's true.
We're going to be on the road.
That's true.
No matter what happens, no matter what we do at Noble, we're on the road. So,
and the thing is, if you fight for third in the district, then that means you're going to be on the road to take on Bishop McGuinness, more than likely. And if you finish fourth in the district, then that's your ticket to Carl Albert to go play the Titans in week 1 at Carl Albert.
None of those things sound good.
No, it doesn't. Well, and here's the matchup. You want to go see, if you really want to see what this 5A is really going to look like for real, from the east side, Coweta, number 1 in the state, takes on Del City tomorrow on our network. That's going to be a great one to watch.
Watch that one because those teams can play.
Yeah.
Del City is for real.
Yeah, I know, but so
and
is
Coweta is for real. And Coweta runs the same, I believe, same offense that Macarthur runs. Yeah. So maybe we need to learn something.
But
we'll pay attention.
But their defense is really
well,
good.
they've got some great players. I mean,
And the game that I'm going to be at, help out a little bit, is the Newcastle and Tuttle game tomorrow in Newcastle for a 4A matchup. Because they've already lost to Blanchard, but so is Tuttle, and now there's a mad dash for it.
Hey, look at these two teams. Look at Elgin. 3 years ago, they couldn't get a win if they bought it.
Right.
Go up the road up here to Newcastle.
Yeah.
That guy couldn't get a win if he bought it.
Yeah.
And you know what?
And they always said there was a young team.
He kept saying, but Newcastle has grown so big, and so many kids have moved in. Look at Elgin. Elgin didn't have these players 3 or 4 years ago.
No.
There's no way in the world.
Right.
And so it's a different day. Yeah. Elgin is kind of like an East Side team because they're so close to Macarthur.
Right.
They're just right. We just take a little back road. We're right there.
The Battle of Trail Road is what Joey.
Maybe that's
said.
what. That's exactly. I'm thinking the same thing. I'm thinking that's my road. And so, but you know what? It is what it is. We got to go play next week, and we got to win.
That's it. Backs against the wall, really. I mean, if you want to have this season kind of extended, and no matter where you go to play, you want to have that extended season called playoffs because it is special. Of the 32 teams, they only take 16. Half of them go. So I know it's kind of a disappointment for senior night, disappointment for the Lawton High, for the Lawton MacArthur team. But you get to play next week against Noble, and we'll see what happens on the road.
I love seeing the fight. So we fought all night long. So I'm not a bit upset about that.
All right, so you've been watching a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network. Don't forget all of our games tomorrow in action. Some of that we mentioned. You can check it out by downloading our free app. You can catch us on Facebook, on YouTube, and you can watch this game again because you'll probably want to do that. You've been watching a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Boomer.
Sooner.